Hello my dear students, welcome to the in-depth discussion video of test number 5 of JEE Mantra by Brilliant Khatar. Alright, so here comes the very first question. Question number 1 says, identify the correct statement from the following. It is correct statement. While dealing with this type of questions, you need to be extremely careful whether it is correct or incorrect statement. Okay, so this time it is correct statement. Statement number 1 says, work done by a man in lifting a bucket out of a well by means of rope tied to the bucket is negative. Let's see what's the situation. Let this be the bucket. Okay. And this is the rope. Tension acting is T. Weight acting is M into G. And it is moving in the upward direction. So displacement can be marked as S upward. Now, definitely, here the work done by the external agent. Here this is the work force by the external agent which is acting in the upward direction. So definitely the work done by the external agent is going to be positive because force is in the upward direction, displacement is in the upward direction. And here the statement says work done by a man in lifting a bucket out of the well is negative. That means this statement is wrong. So once this is wrong, this cannot be in our list now. Statement number 2, work done by gravitational force in lifting bucket out of a well by rope tied to the bucket is negative. So here gravitational force is acting in the downward direction, displacement is in the upward direction. So definitely this statement must be what? Correct. And here B is there, here also B is there, and here also B is there. Fine. Now that alone will not help us. Statement number C, work done by friction on a body sliding down inclined plane is positive. Okay, fine. Work done by friction on a body sliding down the inclined plane is positive. Let us consider that. This is the inclined plane. This is the body sliding down. Of course, frictional force is going to be in the upward direction. Here this is the displacement. So this need to be what? Negative. I mean work done by friction. Work done by friction, this need to be what? Negative. And here they says that work done by friction is positive. That means this is a wrong statement. Option D, work done by an applied force on a body moving on a rough horizontal plane with uniform velocity is 0. I repeat, work done by an applied force on a body moving on rough horizontal plane with uniform velocity is 0. Let us consider that case as well. Let this be a body in which a force is acting towards right and let friction be acting towards left. You might be wondering why this fellow took frictional force. Because here the existence of force is clear. Force is there, and even then the body is moving with a constant velocity. That means definitely there must be some other force acting in the opposite direction. Okay, and that is that frictional force. And here kinetic friction F suffix K, body is moving, relative motion is there. That's why I took it as kinetic friction. The magnitude of F will be same as that of what? Magnitude of kinetic friction. In this case, I can have the body moving with a constant velocity in the forward direction. Constant velocity in the forward direction, that possibility is there. And if in that a case, here force is towards right, and displacement will be definitely be there because it's moving with a constant velocity. And in that a case, definitely work done by capital F is not equal to 0, and more than that, that is positive. Okay, that is positive. And work done by frictional force is negative. Altogether that could be 0. Altogether that net work done by the total force acting on the body can be 0, but work done alone due to capital F cannot be 0 in this case. And here statement number D says that work done due to that horizontal force capital F is 0. So this is a wrong statement. Alright, so D is a wrong statement. So I am marking that as wrong here. Alright, and definitely I will be marking D as also wrong here. Okay, now by this time we have got only A left with. So even without checking the correctness of statement number 5, that means statement number E, we can log that. So in the actual examination, this must be your last step. Alright, now, so since it is a discussion video, let's go for the correctness. Let's check the correctness of statement number 5 also. Statement number 5 says, work done by air resistance on an oscillating pendulum is negative. Okay, air resistance always opposes the motion. So work done by the air resistance definitely is going to be what? Negative only. So statement number E is correct. So you can check only B and E is going to be the correct options. We already marked which is the correct one. Still we are confirming the C. Okay. So now let us move to the next question number 2. Question number 2 says, two bodies having kinetic energies in the ratio 16:9. Kinetic energy is in the ratio of what? 16:9. Okay. If they have same linear momentum, then the ratio of their mass is. So what we are provided with is, we know the ratio of K1 by K2. And all of you, please tell me what is the ratio of K1 by K2. K1 by K2 is marked as 16/9. And what they say is P1 equal to P2 equal to P, isn't it? Same linear momentum. So P1 equal to P2 equal to P. That's what it is given. Now, we know that kinetic energy, general expression for kinetic energy is half of m into v square, isn't it? If I multiply this term with m and divide with m, this is going to be p square by 2m. Okay, which means general expression for kinetic energy can also be written as p square divided by 2m. Now, if I go for K1 by K2, we already know the ratio. What is K1 by K2? K1 by K2 is 16/9. So it is 16/9 is equal to, okay, P1 square divided by 2 times M1 into P2 square into 2 times M2. We know that P1 equal to P2. So P1 square and P1 square will cancel. 2 and 2 will cancel each other, isn't it? Now we need the ratio of their masses. That means we need what? M1 by M2. So finally I can say that M1 by M2, here it is M1. M1 by M2 is what? 9 by 16. It is 9 by 16. So if I compare my answer with the option C must be the correct answer. Our next question is question number 3. Question number 3 says, a particle experiences a variable force capital F equals 4xi cap plus 3y square j cap. Okay, it need to be 3y square j cap in a horizontal xy plane. Okay, so that is the force acting. Assume distance in meters and force in Newton. Particle move from point 1, 2 to 2, 3. Okay, that is the coordinate 1, 2 to 2, 3 in xy plane. Then the kinetic energy change is. That's the question. So what is the force given? F is given as 4 times x square I cap, not x square, it is 4x I cap plus 3y square j cap. 3y square j cap. Alright. And R1 vector. R1 vector, that is the initial position, that is I plus 2j. Or I can say that the position is 1, 2. X is 1 and y is x1 is 1 and x1 is 1 and y1 is 2. And R2 need to be marked as 2i plus 3j, or I can mark it as 2, 3. So here this is x1 and here this is y1, and here this is x2, and here this is y2. All right. So this initial data is very important. Now, what is work energy theorem says? Work energy theorem says the change in kinetic energy, delta Ke, that is work done due to the net force acting on the body. All right. Now here only we have got one force acting. Okay. So definitely we need to consider work done due to force acting along x-axis plus work done due to force acting along y-axis, and that is going to be change in kinetic energy. That is going to be the change in kinetic energy. Now let's consider work done due to force acting along x-axis. So work done due to force along x-axis is now going to be work done due to force acting along x-axis is going to be, what is the force? It is 4 times x into dx between the limit x1 to x2. x1 is 1 and x2 is 2. So it's going to be 1 to 2. All right. So here you are going to get this as 4 into integral of x dx is going to be x square by 2. X square by 2 between the limit 1 to 2. So here this will cancel and it's going to be 2. Now here you are going to get this as 2 into, here this is 2 2s are 4 minus of 1. So this is 3 and 3 into 2 is 6 joule. Okay. So work done due to force acting along x-axis alone is what? 6 joule. Similarly, work done due to force acting along y-axis, that is now going to be 3y square integral of 3y square into dy between the limit y1 is 2 and y2 is 3. So 2 to 3 is going to be. Now this is 3 into, here this is what? Y cube by 3. Y cube divided by 3 between the limit 2 to 3. So this one will cancel each other. So if I go ahead with the calculations, this is now going to be y cube. So while substituting the upper limit, it's going to be what? 3 3s are 9 and 9 3s are 27 minus of 2 cube is going to be 8. All right. Here this is going to be what? 19 joule. So work done due to force acting along x-axis was 6 joule and work done due to force acting along y-axis is 19 joule. So the total work done need to be 19 plus 6. That need to be 25 joule. All right. Which means option C need to be the correct answer in this case. Okay. Now let us move to the next. Here comes the next question, that is question number 4. The question says a ball of mass 200 gram rests on a vertical post of height 200 meter. Okay. Now a bullet of mass 10 gram traveling in horizontal direction hits the center of the ball. After collision, both travels independently. Okay, both travels independently. Now, I'm taking a pause here. One thing you must understand. Here, they have not mentioned about the nature of collision. I mean, they're not at all telling whether it is elastic or inelastic collision. Okay, so that need to be taken care of. Okay, now let me continue. What happens next? The ball hits the ground at a distance 30 meter and bullet hits the ground at 120 meter from the foot of the post. Now, the value of initial velocity of the bullet is, that is the question. Okay. Now have a look. Let this be the post. Let this be the post. As per the question, the ball hits the ground at a distance of 30 meter and bullet hits at a distance of 120 meter. Okay, so here this is 30 meter and this distance is marked as 120 meter. I believe it is 120 meter. Yes, 120 meter. And the height of the tower is 20 meter. Height of the tower is 20 meter. All right. Yes. Now, first of all, what we need to calculate is what is the time taken by the ball and bullet to travel from the top to the bottom. This is the first thing that we are going to calculate. We all know that displacement along y-axis in the downward direction, that is minus of half of g into t square. Because g is in the downward direction, displacement is also in the downward direction. Minus and minus will cancel. So root of 2h by g, that's going to be the time taken. And let's see what is the time taken. It's root of 2 into h is 20, all divided by g I am taking it as 10. So here this is going to be 2 seconds. We know that the time taken is 2 seconds. Okay. Now, what is the distance traveled by the ball in the horizontal direction? It is 30 meter. Okay. Now, final velocity of the ball into time taken. Okay, here this is ball. Final velocity of the ball into time taken is 30 meters. So, velocity of the ball, that need to be what? 30 divided by time taken is 2, that is 15 meter per second. Alright. Similarly, velocity of the bullet is supposed to be, distance traveled is what? 120 divided by 2, that is 60 meter per second. So now we know after collision between the bullet and the ball, what are the final velocities, that we know. Now what we need to do? Law of conservation of linear momentum, because that is applicable in case of elastic as well as inelastic collision. So that is what I said in the beginning. They are not at all giving any hint regarding whether this is elastic or inelastic collisions. So they act smart, we are better. Fine. So we now know the final velocity of the ball as well as final velocity of the bullet. Now, what is initial velocity of the ball? It was 0. So the linear momentum due to that one is going to be 0, isn't it? So the initial linear momentum before the collision is going to be mass of the bullet multiplied by velocity of the bullet. And what is mass of the bullet? Mass of the bullet is given as 10 gram. So 10 gram into initial velocity of bullet is going to be, alright, again mass of bullet, that is 10 gram into its final velocity. Final velocity is what? 60 plus mass of the ball, it's 200 gram, okay, into what is its velocity? 15 meter per second. Velocity is 15 meter per second. Now what happens here is gram, gram and gram will cancel. Okay. Now there is another possibility of cancellation, that is of 10 each. So I am cancelling that as well. Okay. Now initial velocity of bullet is coming as, see here, 15 into 2 is 30 and 30 into 10 is 300 and I have got 60 here. So answer is 360 meter per second. Answer is 360 meter per second, which means option D must be the correct answer. Was that okay? Now let me take you to the next, that is question number 5. The question says a bullet of mass 0.1 kg, a bullet of mass 0.1 kg moving horizontally with a speed of 400 meter per second. 400 meter per second hits a wooden block of mass 3.9 kg kept on a horizontal rough surface. Alright, okay, it's kept on a horizontal rough surface. The bullet gets embedded into the block and moves 20 meters before coming to state of rest. Alright, now the coefficient of friction between the block and the surface is, and we need to take G as 10 here. Alright, now have a look. Let me consider the situation here. Let this be the surface and let this be the block, and let this be the bullet. And bullet is of mass 0.1 kg. Okay, and the block is of mass 3.9 kg. Alright, now here the bullet was coming with a speed of what? 400 meter per second. It was coming with a speed of 400 meter per second. Now this get embedded. Now what happens is, in the next scene, this bullet is going to get embedded into the block, and now it will travel through some distance. Okay, and what is the distance traveled? Distance traveled is 20 meters. Distance traveled is 20 meters and coming to state of rest. Now the question is, what is coefficient of friction? Okay, yes. Now what happened is, once this bullet came and hit the block, since it is getting embedded, this is going to have a final velocity component, and that is V bar. Now that is a common velocity for the block and the bullet. Okay, that is the system of bullet and block. So now it is having an initial kinetic energy, and that initial kinetic energy is half of the total mass. Total mass I am taking as capital M into V naught square. Okay, now this kinetic energy is continuously getting dissipated and finally coming to state of rest. Now this kinetic energy is equal to work done due to the friction. Work done due to the friction. And work done due to the friction is nothing, frictional force F into displacement. Alright, and what is frictional force F? It's going to be mu into M into G. Okay, mu into M into G into S. And now this M is the total mass, so I'm going to replace it as capital M. Now what I can do is, I can equate these two. So while equating, so I may have the final expression as, so it is half of capital M into V naught square, half of capital M into V naught square, that is equal to mu into capital M into G into S. Capital M and capital M will cancel. Alright, so what now we need to know is, we need to know about the value of mu. So mu is now going to be V naught square, okay, divided by 2 into G into S, and S is what? S is 20 meters, but we don't know the value of V naught. Okay, so for that what we'll do is, this is the bullet which was coming with a speed of 400 meter per second, and mass of this bullet was 0.1, and this was the block, and the mass of this one was 3.9 kg, and this was at state of rest. So the initial linear momentum of the system is what? The product of these two, because this is at state of rest only. So 400 into 0.1, that is the initial linear momentum, and final linear momentum is 3.9 plus 0.1, that is the total mass. That's going to be what? 4 kg into V0, isn't it? So definitely this will cancel each other, and this is going to be what? 100. Now V naught is, what is the value for V naught now? The value for V naught is 10 meter per second, because this is 1 by 10, 10 and 10 will cancel each other. That's going to be 10 meter per second. Now we know the value of V naught. So mu is now equal to V naught square, that means 100, divided by 2 into G into S. S is 20. Alright. So here it's very clear. This will cancel each other. Now this is going to be what? 1 by 4. And that need to be 0.25. Alright. So here if I compare the option, this is the final answer. I hope you got it right. So now let me take you to the next question. That is question number 6. Question number 6 says, the ratio of power of two motor is 3 root x upon root of x plus 1. I repeat, 3 root x upon root of x plus 1 that are capable of raising 300 kilogram water in 5 minutes and 50 kilogram water in 2 minutes respectively. Okay, from a well of 100 meter deep, then the value of x is. So basically the ratio of power, that is P1 by P2, that need to be work done in first case upon time taken upon work done in second case upon time taken. Alright. Now let me check what is work done in case number 1. Work done in case number 1 is going to be 300 kg water. Okay, so 300 is the mass, G is acceleration due to gravity, that is the weight. Alright, and it's taken to a height of what? 100 meter. Alright, divided by, I am telling about work done here, okay, W1. There is a work done, fine, and divide by time. Okay, divide by time. So if so this is the work done. Now what about the power in first case then? P1 is going to be 300 into G into 100 all divided by the 300 kg mass was taken in a duration of 5 minutes, and once I convert into second, it's going to be 5 multiplied by 60. This is P1. And what about P2? P2 is going to be, here the mass is what? 50 kg. So 50 into G into 100 all divided by, here this time the time taken is what? 2 minutes. So 2 into 60. So once I take the ratio, the possible cancellations are G into 100 and G into 100 will cancel each other, 60 and 60 will cancel each other. So this is the direct cancellation possible. So if I go for P1 by P2, if I go for P1 by P2, it is going to be 300 divided by 5 into 2 divided by 50. 2 divided by 50. Now let me check the possible cancellation. First of all, I can cancel these two. Alright. And after that, what I can do is, this is going to be 6. Alright. Now P1 by P2. Now P1 by P2 can be written as 6 2s are 12. Alright. Here 6 2s are 12 and we are left with what? 5 here. And now this is equal to 3 root of x all divided by root of x plus 1. Now my focus is only onto this. Here I will consider another cancellation that will leave number 4 here. And if I go for the cross multiplication, on left hand side I am going to have 4 root x plus 4 is now equal to 5 root of x. Isn't it? Now if I take this towards the right, there 4 is going to be 5 root of x is common. Alright, root of x is common and 5 minus 4 is 1. Therefore x is now going to be, once I take the square, x is going to be what? 60. It is as simple as that. Alright, which means option A need to be the correct answer for this. Alright, now let me take you to the next question, that is question number 7. Question number 7 says, a particle of mass small letter m moving with velocity v, a particle of mass m moving with velocity v collides with a stationary particle of mass 2m. collides with a stationary particle of mass 2m. After collision, they stick together and continue to move together with a velocity of, basically it need to be law of conservation of linear momentum. So mass m, which was coming with a velocity of v, and it is hitting with a body which is at state of rest, so the linear momentum of that is going to be 0. Now altogether the mass is moving, so the total mass is 2m plus m, that is 3m, and it must be having a common velocity as v0. So definitely this one and this one will cancel each other, isn't it? Now I can say that v naught, that's going to be what? V by 3. Need to be v by 3. That means option B must be correct answer in this case. Okay. Now let me take you to the next, that is question number 8. Question number 8 says a disk of radius capital R, it's a disk of radius capital R and mass capital M is rolling horizontally without slipping and of speed small letter v. Then it moves up incline on a smooth surface as shown in the figure. The maximum height that the disk can go up to is, that's a question. So once the disk is rolling, okay, it's going to have rotational motion and definitely it is having translational motion. Now the total kinetic energy of the body initially should be equal to the final potential energy, that is m into g into h. This is the logic. Very, very important. This is the logic. Now the question is, what is kinetic energy total here? That need to be half of I into omega square plus half of m into VCM square. Okay, that is going to be half of, this is a disk, that means the moment of inertia is m into r square by 2. mr square by 2 is the moment of inertia. Omega square can be written as VCM square upon r square plus, please consider this as capital M, okay, because I wrote capital M here, so I want to repeat that term only. Now half of capital M into VCM square. Okay, what you can see is these two will get cancelled each other. Okay, now here I have got 4 on the denominator, so I will be multiplying this with 2 in the denominator as well as numerator, and this need to be equal to what? Capital M into G into H. That's a status. Now here I have got mv square and here I have got what? 2mv square. On here on the denominator it is 4. Alright. Now if I consider the calculation to the next page, on left hand side we have got 2mv square and here it is, sorry, here this is mv square and here this is 2mv square. So on the numerator we have got 3 times m into VCM square divided by common denominator was 4. 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4. And that is now equal to what? Capital M into G into H. So M and M will cancel each other, isn't it? Now the value of H is now going to be 3 times VCM square divided by 4 times G. This is the height through which the disk can climb on the smooth inclined plane. Now let me check the options. We got it as 3 VCM square by 4G. So this is going to be the final answer. Was that okay? Now let me take you to the next, that is question number 9. An object of mass 8 kg is hanging from one end of a uniform rod CD of mass 2 kg, length 1 meter, pivoted at its end C on vertical wall as shown in the figure. It is supported by a cable AB such that the system is in equilibrium. Now the tension in the cable is, that's the question. So basically we need to find out what is the tension here. Alright, so let's create the diagram once again. Let this be the road. Okay, this is of length 1 meter or 100 centimeter. Now here I have got 8 kg mass, that means 80 Newton. Now at the center of mass, its weight must be there, that is 2 kg, which means 20 Newton. Now somewhere here we have got that tension T acting. Alright, and this angle is what? 30 degree. So definitely I can have T sine 30 acting in the upward direction and T cos 30 acting in the horizontal direction. Now I am going to take the equilibrium with respect to this point. I believe it is C. Yes, point C. So this distance is 50 centimeter because it is towards the center of mass. Now this particular distance at which the tension was acting, it is marked as 60 centimeter. So here this is 60 centimeter and here this is what? Of course 40 centimeter. So the clockwise torque acting here is due to 80 Newton and 20 Newton, and the anti-clockwise torque with respect to C is acting, that is only due to T sine of 30. So if I consider the rotational equilibrium, T sine of 30 into the perpendicular distance is 60 centimeter. That is equal to 20 Newton into 50 centimeter plus 80 Newton into 100 centimeter. So centimeter, centimeter and centimeter will cancel. And if I try another possibility, I can cancel this zeros. Now here this is sine 30, sine that is 1 by 2. So here this is 3 times T. So 3 times T is now equal to, here you can see this is going to be 100. So here this is 100 plus, and what you can see here, this is 800. So this is going to be what? 900 by 3 need to be what? T. And that need to be what? Of course 300 Newton. So the tension acting here is 300 Newton, and if I check with the options, it need to be option C. Alright, now we are moving to the next, that is question number 10. A flywheel is accelerated uniformly from rest and rotates through 5 radian in the first second. So in the first second, the angular displacement is 5 radian. Alright, now the angle rotated by the flywheel in the next second is, we all know that the angular displacement in the first 1 second is to the second 1 second is to the third 1 second need to be 1 is to 3 is to 5. So initially it is 5. So the next 1 second it need to be what? 5 3s are 15 radian. Alright, which means the answer need to be what? Option B. Okay, now we are moving to the next, that is question number 11. The question says, if capital F vector is 3i plus 4j minus 2k cap acts on a particle of position vector 2i plus j plus 2k cap, then the torque about the origin is, that's a question. So the force acting here, this is F vector equals 3i plus 4j minus of 2k cap, and position vector is what? R vector equals, it is 2i plus j plus 2k cap. Alright, we know that torque tau, that is R cross F. All right. So here let me take the cross product now. So I, J, K, and it is R cross F. So we need to mark 2, 1, 2 first, and after that 3, 4, minus 2. All right. So we are going for the cross product. So here this is going to be, first of all, I into this one multiplied by this one. That is minus of 2 minus, here this is 4 2s are 8. So it's minus of 10i. Minus of 10i is only here. There itself we got the answer. Then minus of j into, here this is minus of j. Now here this is going to be what? Minus of 4. Isn't it? Minus of 6. All right. Then plus k into, here this is 4 2s are 8 minus 3 1s are 3. So here this is minus of 10i. Okay. Here this is minus of 10. Minus of minus, it's plus 10j. I already told you option B is the correct answer. The very first part I said that 10j, and here this is going to be what? Plus 5k, because this is going to be plus 5. So that confirms option B as the correct answer. All right. Now let us move to question number 12. Question says, a thin circular ring of mass capital M and radius capital R is rotating with a constant angular velocity 2 radian per second. Okay, in a horizontal plane about an axis vertical to its plane and passing through the center of the ring. If two objects, each of mass small letter m, be attached generally to the opposite ends of the diameter of the ring, then the ring will rotate with an angular velocity in radian. So initially, this is the ring, mass is m, radius is r. So the angular momentum is I into omega. All right. So what is the angular momentum now? I is m into r square multiplied by, what is the initial angular velocity? 2. So here this is L1. Now I am going to attach two masses like this. Now the final moment of inertia is going to be what? M into r square plus 2 times small letter m into r square. Now the final angular velocity is going to be omega bar. That should be equal to, so here this is the final angular momentum, LF I can say. That should be equal to initial angular momentum, that is capital M into r square into 2. Now see, r square is common everywhere. We need this. So omega bar is now equal to 2 times capital M all divided by capital M plus 2 times small letter m. That is the final angular velocity. Okay, that means option C need to be the correct answer in this case. Was that okay? Now let us move to question number 13. Question number 13 says, a solid spherical ball is rolling on a frictionless horizontal plane surface about its axis of symmetry. Okay, now the ratio of rotational kinetic energy of the ball to its total kinetic energy is. All right. Now here this is the condition. All right. Now here what happens is VCM is the velocity of center of mass, and here this is rotating with the speed of what? Omega radian per second. All right. Now if it is pure rolling, if it is a pure rolling, case of pure rolling, then we know that VCM that need to be equal to what? R omega. VCM need to be equal to R omega. Alright. Now you must understand one thing. This need to be ignored because without friction, pure rolling is not possible in this case. Okay, fine. So we need a frictional force for a pure rolling condition. All right. Okay. So that need to be understood. Now, while considering the pure rolling condition, we need the ratio of what? We need the ratio of rotational kinetic energy of the ball to its total kinetic energy. Now, rotational kinetic energy, K suffix R, that is going to be what? Half of I into omega square. And total kinetic energy is going to be half of m into VCM square, that is translational kinetic energy, plus rotational kinetic energy, that is half of I into omega square. Alright. So here this is going to be half of, here this is a solid sphere whose moment of inertia is 2 by 5 mr square. So 2 by 5 mr square into omega square is going to be VCM square divided by R square. So here this one and this one will cancel. Alright, fine. Now here if it happens, this is going to be half of m into VCM square plus 1 by 2 into, definitely the same thing is going to be repeated here. That is 2 by 5 m into VCM square. Alright, so here so our question is to get the ratio of rotational kinetic energy to the total energy. Okay, now here you can see, let me multiply with 5 and divide with 5 here. Alright, so here denominator we have got what? 10, and on the numerator we have got what? 7. Okay, and here the denominator we have got what? 10, and the numerator what we have got? 2. Now KR, that is rotational kinetic energy upon total kinetic energy, is going to be, what happens? VCM square, m into VCM square, that's going to get cancel each other. So here this is 2 by 10 into, here this is going to be 7 by 10. So 10 and 10 will cancel each other. So the answer is going to be 2 by 7. I repeat, 2 by 7 is going to be the ratio. Alright, that means option B must be the correct answer. Okay. So the next one is question number 14. Question number 14 says, choose the correct answer from the option given below. The very first one is moment of inertia of solid sphere of radius capital R about any tangent. Okay, so the moment of inertia of a solid sphere with respect to the center of mass, it is 2 by 5 mr square, and with respect to any tangent I will go for parallel axis theorem. So it's going to be 2 by 5 mr square plus mr square. So that is going to be 7 mr square by 5. 7 mr square by 5. Okay, so A need to be 7 mr square by 5. That means this need to be the correct option for A. That means A is 2. So here this says A is 2. Here also this says A is 2. These two are not in the list because they says that A is 1. Alright. Now here B1, B1. Here also B1, B1. Here they say C4. Here they say C3. Now let me check the correctness of C here. Alright. I am going to check C. What is C? Moment of inertia of circular ring of radius R about its diameter. Okay. Now with respect to the center of mass and perpendicular to the plane, it is mr square, and with respect to the diameter it need to be mr square by 2. It is mr square by 2. Mr square by 2 I have got this one, That means C is 4. C is 4. So C4 means this one. Okay, so this is not in the list. That means option A need to be the correct answer. This is how you must deal with match the following case. Okay, don't forget that. Say time saving hack. Now let us move to question number 15. Question number 15 says the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth is small letter g. If the diameter of the earth reduces to half of its original value and mass remains constant, then acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth is going to be. We know that g is capital G into m upon r square. Okay, now g dash is what? G into capital M upon r dash square. Mass remains the same. What is r dash? R dash is supposed to be d dash by 2. Isn't it? D dash by 2. Now what is d dash? D dash is d by 2. Alright, which means r dash is d by 4. R dash is what? D by 4. Okay. Now you tell me one thing. In other words, what is this? D by 2. D by 2 was R. So basically it is R by 2. Isn't it? D by 2 was R, so it is R by 2. Now G dash is G capital M upon R by 2 the all square. That is 4 times Gm upon R square. This is G, which means G dash need to be 4 times G. Alright, that means option D must be the correct answer. Now let us move to question number 16. Question number 16 says, at what distance above and below the surface of the earth a body will have same weight? Okay, so same weight means acceleration due to gravity need to be the same. At a particular height, acceleration due to gravity is marked as g upon 1 plus h by r the all square at a particular height, and at a particular depth we mark it as g into 1 minus of d upon r. At a particular depth this is the equation, and a particular height this is the equation. Now they say body is having same weight. Body is having same weight means this need to be the same. Acceleration due to gravity need to be the same so that the weight can be the same. So let me equate these two. So g upon 1 plus h by r the all square need to be g into 1 minus of d by r. Definitely they will cancel each other. Now at same height and depth, that means h need to be replaced by y and d also need to be replaced by y. So now this is going to be 1 upon 1 plus y by r the all square is equal to 1 minus of y upon r. Alright, now let me solve this case. Here I can mark this as 1 upon r plus y the all square into r square. Okay, this will go to the top, and here this is going to be r minus y all upon r. Okay, now let me cross multiply this. So here this is going to be capital R cube equals r minus of y into r plus y the all square. Okay, here this is r minus of y into r square plus y square plus 2 times r into y. Now let me open the bracket. Here this is going to be r cube plus r into y square plus 2 times r square into y minus of y into r square minus of y cube, okay, minus of 2 times r into y square. Clear? Now on left hand side we have got this r cube, so r cube and r cube will cancel each other. Now what we have is, let me refer this, on left hand side it is 1. So now 1 is equal to, here if I can see, here this is ry square, isn't it? And here this is minus of 2 times ry square. So basically that is now going to be minus of ry square, minus of r into y square. Alright, so we are done with these two. Now we can see 2r square y and minus of y r square. So that's going to be what? R square into y only, plus r square into y. Okay, now we are done with that as well, and we are left with what? We are left with this, isn't it? That is minus of y cube, minus of y cube, and here this got cancel each other. That means on the left hand side it need to be 0. This need to be 0, not 1, isn't it? Because here it was r cube and r cube, so this came to the left, that's 0, not 1. Now here if I go for this, I have got what? Y as common. So finally what I can have is, once I take this towards the left, y square minus of r square, okay, y square minus of r square plus r into y, isn't it? Because this is coming towards the left, so here this is going to be y square, here this is going to be minus of r square, and here this is going to be plus r into y, now equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation now. Now y is going to be minus of, we know that x is equal to minus of b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2 times a. This is a general expression, isn't it? Now y is going to be minus of, this is b term, okay, so minus of r plus or minus under root of b square, that is r square, minus of 4 times a is what? 1, isn't it? C is what? R square, minus of r square it is. Alright, all divided by 2 into a is what? 1. Okay, so here this is y equal minus of r plus or minus root of, here this is going to be what? Here we have got 4r square, and here this is r square, that is 5 times r square by 2. Okay, so we are getting it as y equals plus or minus, okay, 5 times root of 5 times r square minus of r all divided by 2. Okay, root of 5 r square minus of r by 2. Now let me check with the options here, isn't it? So it need to be what? Option D is going to be the correct answer in this case. Was that okay? Now let us move to the next, that is question number 17. So question number 17 says, a planet takes 200 days to complete 1 revolution round the sun. If the distance of the planet from the sun is reduced to 1/4 of its original distance, how many days will it take to complete 1 revolution? We all know that the time period T and radius r. Okay, time period t and radius r. How they are connected? How they are connected? We all know that t square is proportional to what? R cube. This is how it is connected. T square is proportional to R cube, isn't it? Now, what is the initial time period? Initial time period is 200 days. Okay, so let me consider T0 be the total time duration of 1 day. So now total time taken is going to be T0 into 200 square. That's equal to K into R cube. Okay, and next time is going to be T0 into, we don't know about the new time, so let me mark it as capital N, is going to be K into, the radius is reduced to 1/4. Okay, so it is R by 4 the all cube. Fine, we need the value of N. So this is equation number 1 and here this is equation number 2. Now I am going to divide equation 2 by 1. So if I divide equation 2 by 1, here it is going to be T0 square into N square all divided by T0 square into 200 square. That is now going to be R cube, isn't it, upon 4 cube. R cube upon 4 cube. Alright, all divided by R cube. So R cube and R cube will cancel. This one and this one will cancel. This will go to the right. Now N square is equal to 200 square all divided by 4 square into 4, I can say, isn't it? Now if I take the square root of this, here this is going to be what? N. And if I go for this, here this is going to be what? 200. And square root of this is going to be what? 4. And square root of this is going to be what? 2. So definitely this is going to be what? 100. And 100 by 4 is what? 25. So the answer for N is 25 days. That means option A must be the correct answer. Next is question number 18. Question number 18 says, the gravitational potential at a point above the surface of the earth is minus of 5.12 into 10 to the power 7. Okay, so the gravitational potential, it is minus of 5.12 into 10 to the power 7 joule per kg. This is gravitational potential at a particular height above the surface. Acceleration due to gravity at the same point is marked as 6.4. So G dash is 6.4 meter per second square. Isn't it? Yes. Assume that the mean radius of the earth as 6400 kilometers. The height of the point above the surface of the earth is. That's the question. We all know that gravitational potential is going to be minus of G capital M all divided by R plus H. Okay. And what about acceleration due to gravity? G dash is going to be Gm upon R plus H the all square. Okay. This is the situation. Fine. Yes. Now, if I consider this particular equation, what is the value of V suffix G? V suffix G is given as minus of 5.12. So minus of 5.12 into 10 to the power 7 is equal to, here we have minus of G into M all divided by R plus H. Isn't it? Now what I am going to do is, let me multiply with r plus h and divide with r plus h. So this will cancel each other. Now I have got 5.12 into 10 to power 7 equals, what is this? This is g dash, isn't it? And what is g dash? G dash is given as 6.4. So 6.4, okay, into r plus h. This is what we have now. All right. Now let me take this towards the left. Out of this 10 to power 7, I am going to take 10 to power 2 out of that. That will make me this as 512, and I am left with 10 to power 5 now. And once it come here, it's going to be 64, and there I will be having 110 there. So that's going to be 10 to power 6. All right. Now here, if I go for this, all right, here this is, let's have a look, 64 into 8, 64 into 8. Let's check this. Here this is going to be 8 fours are 32. I'm left with 3 here, and here this is 6 8s are 48 plus 3 is 51. So here this is going to be what? 8. So here this is 8 into 10 to power 6. All right, and that is going to be what? R plus h. Okay, and here I can write this as, here this is, okay, let me go to the next page. So here we have got 8 into 10 to power 6. 8 into 10 to power 6 is now equal to r plus h. And what is the value of r? R is 6400 kilometers. All right, that is 6400 kilometer means into 10 to power 3 plus h. Now I want to write this in the same format. All right, so here I am going to take 3 here, that is going to be 8000 into 10 to power 3 is equal to 6400 into 10 to power 3 plus h. Now it's easy for me to calculate. Now h is going to be 8000 minus 6400 into 10 to power 3. All right, so here this is going to be 600 plus 1000, isn't it? 7000, yes. So this is going to be 1600 kilometers, which means option A need to be the correct answer in this case. Is that okay? Now let's move to the next, that is question number 19. The question says the escape velocity of a body from the earth is 11.2 kilometer per second. If the radius of a planet be 1/3 of the radius of the earth and mass be 1/6 that of the earth, then the escape velocity from the planet is. We all know that the initial kinetic energy that we provide, that should be equal to the magnitude of total energy of the mass. I mean total summation of kinetic energy plus potential energy. So once it is kept at at state of rest, is going to have the total energy as G capital M upon G capital M into small letter upon R only, isn't it? Now here you know that this one and this one will cancel each other. V square, that is going to be 2 times G capital M upon R. Now we will be multiplying with R and dividing with R. So here this need to be what? V is square, that's going to be 2 into, what is this? This is small letter g. So 2 times small letter g into R it's going to be, and VE is under root of 2g into R. This is the case of what? Escape velocity in the case of launching from the surface of the earth. Now if we go for the new case, there half of m into VE dash square. That is going to be, okay, G into the new mass, that is m dash, into mass of the body, that is m, upon new radius, that is r. Alright. Now here this need to be, definitely this one and this one will cancel each other. Now here this is going to be G into, what is capital M? M dash is going to be m by 6. M by 6. Okay. And r dash is going to be what? R by 3. Isn't it? Radius is 1/3 of the radius. So r by 3. So here this one and this one will cancel each other. That's going to be 2. Now you can see, what you can see here, it is, here this is G into m upon 2 times r. Alright. Now let me do the same here. Multiplying with r and dividing with r, value will not change. So here this is going to be 1 by 2 into VE dash square. That's now going to be, this is again what? Small letter g only. So here this is small letter g into r by 2. Isn't it? This is small letter g, here this is r and here this is 2. Now definitely this one and this one will cancel each other. Fine. Now VE dash square, that is coming as G into R. And see, have a look. What was the situation over here? If I consider the situation over here, VE square, that was 2 times G into R. And now what we are having is VE dash square is equal to what? G into R. Isn't it? Now let me take the ratio here. So VE dash square upon VE square is now equal to G into R upon 2 times G into R. This one and this one will cancel each other. Now from here I can say that VE dash is equal to, this will go to the right, that's going to be VE upon root of 2. Alright. And what is VE? V is 11.2. So 11.2 kilometer per hour. That is the kilometer per second, sorry, kilometer per second, divided by root of 2. That is basically 11.2 divided by 1.414. If you solve this, you will get it as 7.9 kilometer per second. Alright, so the final answer is option D, that is 7.9 kilometer per second. Next is question number 20. The question says, 4 identical particles of mass m are kept at 4 corners of a square. If the gravitational force exerted on one of the mass by the other mass is 2 root 2 plus 1 upon 32 into gm by L square, then the length of the sides of the square is. So let me consider this be the square. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the distance bx. Now the gravitational force due to these two masses is going to be along this direction, and here this is going to be along this direction, and these both are having same magnitude. So the resultant is going to be along this direction, under root 2 times f. Now the gravitational force of attraction between these two masses, that means this one and this one, is also going to be along the same direction, but here the distance of separation is under root of 2 times x. Okay, so root 2f as well as the force between these two is going to be along the same direction. Now let me take the value of f first. There it is going to be g into m square by x square, and root of f is going to be this plus g into m square upon, here the distance of separation is root 2x, square of that is going to be 2 times x square. Okay, let me multiply this with 2 and divide this with 2. On denominator I have got 2x square as common. On numerator here I have got 2 root 2 gm square and there it is gm square. So g into m square will come out and here this is going to be 2 root 2 plus 1 all divided by, on denominator I have got what? 2x square. And as per the question, this is equal to 2 root 2 plus 1 into gm square all divided by 32 times capital L square. This one and this one will cancel, gm square and gm square will cancel. Here this will leave 16. Now I can say x square is equal to 16 times L square, isn't it? So definitely x need to be what? X need to be 4 times capital L. Is that okay? Which means option B must be the correct answer. Now let us move to question number 21. The question says, a body of mass 1 kg begins to move under the action of a time dependent force, that is Ti cap plus 3t square j cap. So mass of the body is 1 kg and force acting is Ti cap plus 3 times t square j cap, where I and j are unit vectors along x and y axis. Now the power delivered by the above force at any time t equal to 2 seconds is. Okay, we all know that power P means F dot V. Okay, now here this is force. We know that force is mass into acceleration. Acceleration can be written as dv by dt and that is now equal to Ti cap plus 3 t square j cap. Okay, mass is 1. So I can now say dv is equal to Ti cap plus 3t square j cap into dt. Alright, fine. Now, if I want to take the value of v, it's going to be the integral of this. There I am going to get it as 0 to t integral of t dt. That's going to be t square by 2. So t square by 2 I cap plus, here this is going to be 3 into t square dt. Integral of t square dt is going to be t cube by 3. T cube by 3 j cap. This is going to be the velocity. Okay, so definitely this will cancel each other. So now I got velocity as in the vector form t square by 2 I cap plus t cube j cap. That is a velocity vector. Now we know that power P, as I said, it is F dot V. Here this is velocity vector. Alright. So there, what was force? Force was Ti cap plus 3 t square j cap. Okay. Dot velocity is t square by 2 I cap plus t cube j cap. Alright. While taking the dot product, it's going to be t cube by 2 plus, we are going to multiply what? I and I term as well as j and j terms. Fine. So here it is t and here it is t square by 2. So it's going to be t cube by 2 plus, Here this is going to be 3 into, here this is t to power 2 and that is t to power 3. So it's going to be t to power 5. So here this is the expression for power. Now if I solve this, I'm going to get this as, here this is what? 2 cube. 2 cube is 8. So 8 by 2 plus, here this is going to be 3 into, t raised to 5 is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32. 32. Here this will go, it's going to be 4 here. Now here this is going to be what? 96. So 96 plus 4. And now this must be what? 100. So here the answer is going to be what? 100 watt. That's going to be the final answer for this question. Now let us move to question number 22. Question number 22 says, an object of mass m initially at rest on a smooth horizontal plane start moving under the action of force F equal to 2 Newton. In the process of its linear motion, angle theta as shown in the figure between the direction of force and the horizontal varies as theta equals to kx, where k is constant and x is the distance covered by the object from its initial position. Now, the expression for the kinetic energy of the object is going to be n by k times sine theta. Then the value of n is. So we know that the change in kinetic energy need to be work done. So at any time, let F be the force acting and theta be the angle. Theta be the angle. Now here the small work done dW need to be F into dx, F into dx into cos of theta. And what is theta here? Theta is k into x. If I integrate it for a distance of say x, that is going to be the total work done for the displacement through a distance of x. Then the work done equal to the change in kinetic energy, that is going to be F into integral of cos of kx into dx, that is going to be sine of kx, alright, all divided by k. Okay, integral of this is going to be integral of cos of kx into dx is going to be sine of kx divided by k. Fine. And that is given as, that is equal to what? N upon k into sine of theta. And here this is theta, isn't it? So definitely this one and this one will cancel, this one and this one will cancel each other. Now F is equal to N. And what is F here? F is given as 2. So the value of N is going to be 2. Was that okay? Now let us move to the next, that is question number 23. Alright. So here comes question number 23. The question number 23 says, 4 particles each of mass 1 kg are placed at 4 corners of a square of side 2 meter. So here this is 2 meter and here this is 2 meter. So here this need to be what? 2 root 2 meters. Alright. Now we need to find out the moment of inertia of the system with respect to this point. So the moment of inertia of these two masses, it's going to be 1 kg each. Mass is going to be 1 kg each. So moment of inertia of these two masses, that's going to be 2 into mass is 1 into the distance of separation is 2, square of that is going to be 4, plus moment of inertia of this is again mass is 1 and distance of separation is 2 root 2 the all square. Here this is 4 2s are 8 plus here this is square of this is going to be 2 and square of this is going to be 4. 4 2s are 8. So here this need to be 16 kilogram meter square. So here the answer is 16. Alright. Next is question number 24. Question number 24 says, a ring and a solid sphere rolls down the same inclined plane. Same inclined plane without slipping. They start from rest. The radii of both the bodies are identical and the ratio of their kinetic energy is 7 by x. So they started from the same width, that means same height. So while reaching at the ground, okay, they must be having what? Same kinetic energy. That means it need to be what? 1 only. That means x need to be what? 7. Alright. Next is question number 25. If the earth suddenly shrink to 1 by 64th of its original volume with its mass remaining the same, then the period of rotation of the earth become 24 by x hour. Then the value of x is. So without changing the mass, earth is shrinking. So first of all, we need to identify what is the new radius. So the volume changes to what? 1 by 64th. So the initial volume is normally 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now the new volume is going to be 4 by 3 pi r dash cube. That's going to be 1 by 64 times 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 pi will cancel, 3 and 3 will cancel each other. R dash need to be what? R by 4. So the radius reduced to R by 4. So once radius reduced to R by 4, obviously omega will change. And as per law of conservation of angular momentum, I into omega, that need to be equal to what? I dash into omega dash. And considering earth as a solid sphere, I is 2 by 5 m r square times omega is going to be, I dash is 2 by 5 m into mass is the same. What is the new radius? It is r by 4 the all square into omega dash, isn't it? Now 2 by 5 and 2 by 5 will cancel, m and m will cancel. Here this is r square into omega is equal to r square by 16 into omega dash. Here r square and r square will cancel. Now omega dash is equal to 16 times omega. Okay. Now the time period. We all know that time period t is equal to 2 pi by omega. General expression. Time period is 2 pi by omega. Now t by t dash, that need to be equals to omega dash upon omega. Alright. What was t? T is 24 hour. So 24 hour divided by t dash, that need to be equals to omega dash was 16 times omega. So here this is going to be 16 times omega upon omega. Omega and omega will cancel. Now from this particular relation, I can say t dash need to be 24 by 16 hour. And our question says it is 24 by x. That means x need to be equal to what? 16. Alright. That was all from my end for the session. We will meet soon with the detailed discussion of another test. Till then, bye bye and take care.
Hi dears. Welcome to Brilliant Katha JEE Mantra Series Chemistry Part Test 6 Solutions Detailed Discussion. In this exam, you already went through the question from the chapters Chemical Bonding as well as Redox Reaction. Hope the exam was very fine compared to all other pre-test, as well as the part test. I hope so. So let's look about the questions. Ready? Yeah. This is the first question you met. The dipole moment of, they given chlorobenzene, they given, see, they given chlorobenzene, chlorobenzene they given, you can see, chlorobenzene. Its dipole moment value they given, it is what? 1.5 d by. Okay. Now the question they are asking, they given one compound. Here you can see, this is the compound they given. You can see dears, this is the compound they given. Here benzene ring is there, I am taking as ring. Okay. So here chlorine, here one chlorine, here one chlorine, as well as here one chlorine, as well as here one chlorine. See, this compound they given, its dipole moment they are asking. So, the idea is very easy, very simple. How we will solve it? Here the dipole moment, in chlorobenzene, the dipole moment, the polarity is generated here. Carbon-chlorine bond. Chlorine is highly electronegative, that will withdraw the electron towards it. That because of that only this 1.5 d by we are getting. Now we can look about here which all are the polar bonds are available here. So in first case here carbon chlorine, here one dipole moment is there. And here carbon chlorine, here one dipole moment is there. Here one dipole moment is there. And here one dipole moment is there. See the beauty, see. Here this one will get cancelled because one is in this direction, one is in this direction. Total 180 degree angle there. Okay, so this two will get cancelled. This one will get cancelled. Now only two dipole moments will be there. Both are equal but different direction. The value will be, the quantity will be same. Magnitude will be same. Okay. So but what about their angle? Their angle is 120 degree. So you know the idea. If two vectors are there, okay, if two vectors are there, both are equal in magnitude, okay, this is A, this is also A, equal in magnitude, but their directions are different, then their resultant dipole moment is equal to A itself. We know the idea how we will calculate. The angle is 120 degree. So the net dipole moment, I am taking this one, okay, both I am taking as A I am taking, okay. So how I will find out the result? The resultant will be in this direction, mu resultant. Mu resultant is equal to, what's the formula? Root of A square plus 2A into cos theta means how much? 120 degree. So root of A square plus A square, 2A square plus 2A square into cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. 2 will get cancelled. So remaining is root 2A square minus A square. That means root A square. That's equal to A itself. So answer is what? 1.5 d by itself. Option C is the correct answer. Simple. Okay. So if it is in 120 degree angle, same vectors, if they are in 120 degree angle, means the resultant will be one among the value. Okay. That idea you have to keep it in mind. Ready? Yeah. We can go to the next question. What about the next question? In which case all bonds are of equal length? In which case all the bonds are of equal length? So whenever you are looking about the SF4 means it is having a structure of, it is having a shape of, you know, seesaw shape. This is SF4. This is the seesaw shape. In seesaw shape, you know, these two length, this one as well as this one, they are axial bonds. And these yellow bonds are, these two are axial. This is axial, this is axial. This is equatorial, this is equatorial. We know the idea, length of axial is greater than what? Length of equatorial. So here the bond lengths are not equal. What about PCl5? In the case of PCl5 also, you know, its shape is what? Trigonal bipyramidal, that you know. Okay, so you know, trigonal, a triangle, and one chlorine outside, one chlorine inside. So triangle in a trigonal bipyramidal. Here also you can see these two are axial. This one is axial, this one also axial. So here it is equatorial. Length of axial is greater than length of equatorial. They are also not possible. What about XCF4? XCF4 means, see guys, XCF4 means you can see, XCF4 means, you can see XCF4 means, here you can see XCF4, the shape is XC. Okay, around it 4 fluorine atoms are there like this. Okay, 4 fluorine, they are making single bonds. Okay, then xenon belongs to 18th group, 4 electrons are there around it. Okay, so they are connecting with a single bond. Then here 1 lone pair, another lone pair, 2 lone pair will be there. You can use my formula. I already, in the recap video, we already discussed about how to find out the bond pair, lone pair. You know, this one 8, valence electron 8, fluorine 7 into 4. So that means 8 plus 28. 8 plus 28, that means 36 divided by 8 means 4 8s are 32. See, you know how to calculate it. Okay, yes or no? Yeah. So 4 8s are what? 32. 36 minus 4 means 4. So that means 4 means 2 lone pair, 4 bond pair. So this is the shape. What is this? This is actually square planar. Square planar. There is no pyramids. There is no pyramids. So this length is equal to this length. That is equal to this length, this length. All the lengths are equal. So what is our answer? Our answer is option C. What about CLF3? CLF3 having which shape? They are having bend T shape. They are also axial. That also derived from trigonal bipyramidal axial as well as that this one. Equatorial length is different. So answer is C. Okay, clear? Ready? Yes, we can move to the next question, dears. Next question. What about the next question? The correct order of bond angles is. You know how to find out the hybridization, how to find out the number of bond pair, lone pair. In the case of NH4 plus, if you know the basic idea also, you can directly do it by using our formula, how we can solve it. Okay, so nitrogen valence electron is 5. In the case of hydrogen, valence electron, whenever we are using my formula, total valence electron by 8. That once you are using means you have to use what? 4 into 7. 7 valence electron. In the case of hydrogen, we are exception, we are taking 7 valence electron we will consider, and plus 1 means what? 1 electron subtracting. So total how many valence electron? 5 plus. Here in this formula, if we are using that hydrogen is considered as what? 17th group. They are behaving like 17th group. That's why we are taking that one. Okay. So 28 minus 1, that means 32 will come. 32 divided by 8 means 4 bond pairs and 0 lone pairs you will get. That means tetrahedral shape. Tetrahedral shape means like this. See, N, H, H and H. So the bond angle will be 109 degree, 28 minute will come. Ready? And the second one, NH3 once we are considering. NH3 means that shape we know, already we know, no need to calculate. Okay, this is NH3. This is NH3. How many bond pairs? Bond pairs equal to 3. Lone pair how many? 1. Lone pair 1. Okay, the bond angle will be less than 109 degree, 28 means approximately 106 degree, 45 minute. Okay, so 106.5 degree will come. So the thing is that, or else nearly 107 degree will come. Okay, so the thing is that whenever we are looking about NH2 minus while we are calculating, you see here 1 H also leaving. So that means 2 lone pair will be there. You can use my formula, you can find it out. Nitrogen valence electron is 5, hydrogen 7 into 2 and plus 1. That minus 1 means plus 1 electron you have to add. So 5 plus 14 plus 1. So that means 15 plus 20 will come. 20 means 20 divided by 8 you have to divide. 20 divided by 8 means 2 8s are 16. Remainder 4. That remainder you have to make it as pairs. So 2 lone pair, 2 bond pair you are getting. Meaning NH2 minus means so NHH and 2 lone pairs are there. Okay, that 1 lone pair only causing its negative charge. So 2 lone pair. So whenever we are looking about NH4 plus 0 lone pair, NH3 1 lone pair, NH2 minus 2 lone pair. 2 lone pair. Central atoms are same, outer atoms are same. So whenever lone pairs increases, because of the lone pair repulsion is more, the bond pairs will come closer. Bond angle decreases. Lone pair increases, bond angle decreases. So the idea is more bond angle for NH4 plus, then NH3 will come, then NH2 minus will come. So option A is the correct answer. Ready guys? Yeah, whenever lone pair is increasing, that bond pairs will come closer according to VSEPR theory. Clear? Yeah. We can move to the next question. What about the next question, dears? Here they are asking carbon-oxygen bond order in CO3 2 minus. CO3 2 minus means carbonate ion. First of all, you must have to know how to draw the structure of CO3 2 minus. Here the central atom is carbon. Around it 3 oxygen are there. 1 oxygen, 2 oxygen, 3 oxygen are there. Okay, ready? So around oxygen 2, 4, 6 electrons are there. Around this also 2, 4, 6 electrons are there. Around this also 2, 4, 6 electrons are there. Around carbon 4 electrons are there. Out of that 1 electron is making bond with this oxygen. Am I correct? Yes or no? Yeah. So and here once you are looking about this one electron is making bond with this one. Okay, which bond with this one? You can see one single bond, and one is making double bond with this one. You can see one is making double bond with this oxygen. Now this oxygen contain how many electron? 4. So whenever you are looking this one, Whenever you are looking this one, so around oxygen 6 are there, 2 electrons are getting from here. So see here, out of that, 1 electron is extra here. So that's why this will be minus, this will be minus. This is the structure of CO3, 2 minus. So here, how we can find out the bond order, carbon-oxygen bond order? They can show resonance. This double bond can be either here or it can be here. So resonance is possible. So how we will find out? More than one structure comes means how we will find out the bond order? It is not always 1, it is not always 2. So what's the bond order? 1 plus bond order in the case of resonance, we will use the formula 1 plus number of pi bonds. Number of pi bonds divided by number of sigma bonds. Number of sigma bonds. So 1 plus number of pi bonds. How many pi bonds are between carbon oxygen? 1 divided by how many sigma bonds are there between carbon and oxygen? 1, 2, 3. 3. So 1 plus 1 by 3. That means 1 plus 0.33. That means 1.33 is the bond order. Option B is the correct answer. Ready guys? Yeah. We can move to the next question. What about the next question? The correct bond order in the following species is. In the recap video, I taught you an easy shortcut to find out what the bond order. The bond order here again I am telling first you just calculate the number of electron. O2 2 plus means O2 means 16 electron, 2 plus means 14 electron. Correct? What about O2 minus? O2 minus means what? O2 means 16 electron, O2 minus means 17 electron. O2 plus means 16 electron. From that 1 electron is missing, so total 15 electron. Now you know how to find out the bond order. One pyramidal idea I already taught. You remember? Yes or no? Yes or no guys? So this is the idea we discussed. This is the idea we discussed. Like this one idea I taught you. If 14 electron comes means bond order is 3. 15 electron comes means 2.5. 16 means 2. Correct? 17 means what? 1.5. 18 means 1. Same. The backside also maximum bond order is 3. 13 comes means 2.5. 12 comes means what? 2. Correct? Yes or no? Yeah. Then 11 comes means what? 1.5. 10 comes means what? Bond order 1. So now once we are looking, 14 electron means bond order is how much? 3. Bond order is 3. O2 2 minus means 17 electron. 17 electron means how much it is coming? 1.5. Bond order is 1.5. O2 plus 15 electrons are there. 15 electron means what's the bond order? 2.5. So which is having more bond order? O2 2 plus have more bond order than O2 plus then what? O2 minus, then O2 minus. So what's the answer for that? O2 2 plus, O2 plus, then O2 minus. Option C will come. Clear? Idea is clear. Easy. Yeah. If you know this idea, simple idea, you can calculate it. Okay. How much time it will take? Maximum 2 or 3 seconds to calculate that one. Ready? Yeah. We can go to the next question. Identify the incorrect statement related to PCl5 from the following. They are asking about PCl5. 3 equatorial PCl5. So you know the PCl5 structure, you remember. Phosphorus, chlorine, chlorine, chlorine. So they are triangle in a plane. Triangle in a plane, and one chlorine is projecting out. One chlorine is projecting out. One chlorine is projecting in. So that is actually trigonal bipyramidal structure. Correct? Yeah, these two are called, this yellow color one are called what? Axial, and white color bonds are called what? Equatorial. That you know. Now let's look about the idea. 3 equatorial PCl bonds make an angle 120 degree. Correct? The angle between this one, angle between that white, that means that equatorial bond angle, because they are triangle. So 120 degree, 120 degree, 120 degree. Correct only. That one is correct. Next one B, 2 axial PCl bonds make an angle of 180 degree with each other. Yes, of course. One chlorine is projecting out towards you, towards the observer. One is projecting in. One is projecting out. Correct? One is projecting in, one is projecting out. So that also what? That also correct. The second statement also correct. What about the third statement? Axial PCl bonds are longer than equatorial PCl length. Correct? Axial, L axial, length of axial is greater than length of equatorial. That also correct. So what about the next one? PCl molecule is non-reactive. That is wrong. Here, length of axial is more means easy to break this one. So whenever you are heating this one, PCl5 will break. That 2Cl bond will break. PCl5 is highly reactive and you are heating. That will become what? PCl3 plus Cl2. These two bond can easily breakable. So the wrong one is what? D. They are asking about incorrect statement. They are telling like that the molecule is non-reactive. No, the molecule is reactive. Ready? Yeah. We can move to the next question. Question number 7. What about the question here? The type of hybridization and number of lone pair or lone pairs of electrons of xenon in XeO4 respectively are. So they are asking about XeO4. We know XeF4. XeF4 means square planar, that we already discussed it. So the structure should be XeF4 means like this. 4 bond pair, 2 lone pair is the structure. But here one oxygen also comes means that oxygen will be forming a bond like this, double bond with oxygen. One lone pair make bond with oxygen, correct? And one more lone pair is there. So what's the shape we are expecting? See, what's the shape? The shape is square pyramidal. Square pyramidal shape. Square pyramidal shape we are expecting. Okay, what about the number of bond pairs? Bond pair equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and all the multiple bonds are treated as single bond. So this also 1. So total bond pair 5. Lone pair how many? 1 lone pair. 1 lone pair also there. So total VSEP valence shell electron pairs 6. Total valence shell electron pairs 6 means the hybridization is what? sp3d2. sp3d2 is the hybridization and the number of lone pair is 1. So option A is the correct answer. Ready? Pakka? Okay. So we can go to the next one. Next question. Question number 8. Among the following molecules or ions, they given some molecules and ion C2 2 minus. Okay, then N2 2 minus, okay, then O2 2 minus, then O2. Okay, then what's the question? They are asking which one is diamagnetic. What's the idea for diamagnetic? If the molecule is diamagnetic means, it should contain, that molecule should contain even number of electrons. Even number of electrons. That's the idea. If it is paramagnetic means, what's the shortcut I told you? Paramagnetic means it should contain odd number of electron. Odd number of electron. One exception is there, 16 as well as 10. 16 as well as 10, they are actually diamagnetic. They are actually even number, but they are actually what? They are actually paramagnetic. Paramagnetic because of the presence of unpaired electron while you are filling like what? By using the molecular orbital theory. So 10 and 16 is even number even though they are what? Paramagnetic. That 2 exception if you remember means you can easily answer this one. C2 2 minus. Carbon means atomic number 6. So C2 molecule means that is 12 electrons are there. C2 2 minus means total 14 electrons are there. N2 2 minus means 14 plus 2 16 electrons are there. O2 2 minus means 16 plus 2 18 electrons are there. O2 means 16 electrons are there. Now we know the idea. All even numbers are diamagnetic. So this is diamagnetic. But one exception, 16 and 10 comes means they are paramagnetic. So this is para, this is also para. 16 comes means para, and this one is diamagnetic. This one is diamagnetic. Again one more thing, they are asking about the shortest bond length means highest bond order. Shortest bond length means highest bond order. Bond order and bond length are inversely proportional. So 14 comes means bond order is 3. 16 comes means bond order is 2. From that pyramidal idea, we learned this idea. Pyramidal idea we remember. Okay, we remember this idea. 14 means 3, 15 means 2.5, 16 means what? 2. Okay, 17 means 1.5, 18 means 1. That idea we know. So 18 means what's the bond order? 1. This is 2. So anyhow, what's the question they are asking? Which one is diamagnetic and has the shortest bond length means option is what? C2 2 minus. Why? Because it is diamagnetic as well as what? Bond order is 3. Ready? Clear? Okay. Yeah. Next one. Next question. We can move to the next question. Next question is this the question. The strength of bonds by 2s 2s overlapping, 2p 2p overlapping, 2s 2p overlapping, 1s 1s overlapping has the order. So you learned the idea extent of overlapping. Okay, you learned the idea extent of overlapping. Okay, extent of overlapping directly proportional to strength of covalent bond. Strength of what? Covalent bond. You learn this idea. Okay, extent of overlapping is directly proportional to strength of covalent bond. That idea you guys learned. Correct? Yeah. So what about the extent of overlapping? In the case of orbitals, some orbitals are directional orbital, some orbitals are non-directional orbital. The one and only one non-directional orbital is s orbital that have no direction, and p, d, f they have direction. So the directional overlapping is more powerful than non-directional overlapping. So pp overlapping is more powerful than sp overlapping than what? SS overlapping. So PP means directional, non-directional, non-directional. This is the overlapping order. Okay. So whenever we are looking 2P, 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 2S, 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 2P, their n value is same. In the second shell itself, they are overlapping means which one will be having more overlapping? 2P, 2P overlapping will be more than 2S, 2P overlapping than 2S, 2S. And along with that, they also given what? 1S, 1S. If n value is less, then more overlapping than the higher n value. So meaning 1s 1s will have more overlapping. Why this 1s comes first? Because 1 means that comes to near to the nucleus. So overlapping will be more. So the n value is less means more overlapping. Then among the same n value, the directional overlapping will be more powerful. Okay. So answer will be what? 1s 1s, then 2p 2p, then 2s 2p, then 2s 2s. Option A will come. Ready guys? Clear? Okay. Yeah. I can see the happiness. Next question number 10. Which of the following molecule has significant dipole moment? So whenever you are looking about the para-dichlorobenzene, okay, or else 1,4-dichlorobenzene, once you are looking, see here dipole moment will cancel. This chlorine, that net dipole moment will cancel. Okay, they are in opposite direction. What about cyanide? Two cyanides are coming. C triple bond N, C triple bond N. Here also C to N, that will get cancelled. So that means that molecules are linear. Then they are asking about what? Linear. That molecules are linear. What about OH? In the case of OH, see that OH, because of in oxygen, lone pair is there. That H is not lies in the same lane. That will be like this because of the lone pair. Here lone pairs are there in this oxygen. And here also oxygen, here H is there. So here lone pair. So see here you can see carbon to oxygen dipole moment is there. This carbon to oxygen dipole moment is there. That will get cancelled. But hydrogen to oxygen one dipole moment, that dipole moment will be what? Added. That dipole moment will be added. So here mu are not equal to 0. If oxygen show that one means of course sulfur also will show because both will belongs to. So this is actually alcohol. Then if it is sulfur means that is thiol. Thiol also same thing. Thiol also you can see SH, here also SH, they are in not same plane. So automatically what will be there? Here what will be there? Dipole moment will be there. So that means they are not in a lane. So like that also they can ask the question. So both C as well as D, both have what? Both C as well as D have dipole moment. So option D will come. Ready? Yes. We can go to the next question. Question number 11. See, among the following molecule, which is most ionic? So many ways we can solve that question. First, we can use the Fajans rule. What about the Fajans rule? More the charge in cation, more will be the covalent character. So we can look about the first one, AlCl3. See, AlCl3, SnCl2, okay, CuCl as well as KCl. So here once you are looking this one, this Al3 plus and Cl minus 1. Okay, Sn2 plus Cl minus 1, Cu plus Cl minus 1, K plus Cl minus 1. So the thing is that more the charge in cation, anions are same. More the charge in cation, more will be the covalent character. So this is more covalent. The one with lesser charge will have more ionic character. So our doubt is either this one or this one. Out of that itself, we know the idea. Potassium belongs to first group. Potassium belongs to first group. Copper here, copper in D block. Here only copper will come. Because potassium is 19. After that 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Like that, up to 29 only it will come. Correct? It belongs to 11th group. 11th group. It belongs to 11th group. It belongs to first group. And chlorine here in 17th group. 17th group. If two elements comes nearby, their distance from the elements, distance between two elements is lesser means they are having more covalent character because their electronegativity difference will be less. But if the distance between that two element is more means, their electronegativity difference is more, so more ionic character. So the answer is what? KCl. You can easily find out like that. KCl is having more ionic character. Ready? Clear? Okay. Yeah. We can move to the next question. Question number 12. What's the question? Match the following. They given list 1, list 2. We have to calculate, we have to find out what their shape. So first one, ClF3. What about the case of ClF3, guys? You know the structure, even though I am doing with my formula. Chlorine valence electron is 7 and fluorine also valence electron is 7. 7 into 3, like that 3 are there. So 7 plus 21, total 28 valence electrons are there. 28 valence electron means 28 by 8. 28 by 8 means 3 8s are 24, remainder is 4. So 3 bond pair, the answer you are getting here, bond pair. The remainder you are getting here, that you have to make it as pair, 2 lone pair. 3 bond pair, 2 lone pair means bend T shape. Which shape? Bend T shape or else T shape. Okay, because of the lone pair, a small bend in the T, that only bend T shape. Okay, bend T shape. So ClF3 shape, you know already. F, okay, and here F, here 2 lone pair. Because of this lone pair, small bend. Okay, so first one, ClF3, B will come. So 1B, how many options are there? 1B, 2 options are there, correct? So 1B, 2 options are there. One connected with bend T shape. Next one, XCF4 we already did. XCF4 is square planar. So the thing 3A. And NH4 plus also we did that tetrahedral shape. So that means 2C. And XCO3 means pyramidal shape D. So option C will come. Directly we can do it. Okay, yeah, XCO3 means, what about XCO3? This is the shape. XCO3 means this is the one. So you can find it out by using our formula also. Like what? Xc means valence electron 8. Oxygen means, oxygen is 6 into 3. So 18 plus 8, 26. 26 divided by 2. 26 divided by 8 means 3's 8s are 24. Remainder is 2. So 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair. Yes, all the multiple bonds are considered as what? Double bond. Like that we can consider. So that means 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair means what? Pyramidal shape. Okay. Yeah. So answer is what? C. Directly we can find it out. Next question, dears. Question number 13. The hybridization of central iodine atom in IF5, I3 minus, I3 plus are respectively. We can use our formula. What's the formula? IF5? We have to find out the total number of valence electron. The number of valence electron in iodine is 7. Fluorine also 7. So 7 into 5. So 5 into 7, 35 plus 7, 42 valence electrons are there in IF5. So 42 divided by 8. 42 divided by 8 means 5 8s are 40. Okay, remainder is 2. So 5 bond pair, 2 means we have to make it pair, 1 lone pair. So bond pair plus lone pair, that is VSCP, 5 plus 1, so total 6. 6 comes means hybridization is sp3d2, 1s, 3p and 2d. sp3d2 will come. So first should be sp3d2. Like that 2 options are there. Next again we are having I3 minus. What about the case of I3 minus? I3 minus means valence, iodine means valence electron 7. Like that 3 iodine are there and minus 1 means we have to add 1 electron. So 22 electron. 22 divided by 8 once we are doing, how much I will get? 2 8s are 16, remainder is 6. So 2 bond pair, this 6 I have to make it as pair, 3 lone pair. So I am adding VSCP equal to how much I will get? 5. 5 means sp3d. sp3d. So the second one should be sp3d. So answer we got already, option A. And if you want means you can calculate I3 plus also. Just for confirmation, I3 plus means 3 iodine are there. Iodine valence electron is 7. So 3 into 7. And plus 1 means 1 electron I have to subtract. 1 electron gone. That only it means. So that means 20 valence electrons are there. 20 divided by 8 means how much it will come? 2 8s are 16. Remainder is 4. So 2 bond pair, 2 lone pair. 2 bond pair, 2 lone pair. So total VSCP is equal to 4 because 2 plus 2 4. So hybridization is what? sp3. Yes, whatever we did is correct. Answer is what? A. Option A. Clear? We did 13 question. You see how beautifully we are solving. Okay, clear. So dears, this is the next question. Oxidation number of carbon atom in CH3CHOR. It's a question from the redox reaction. So once you are looking the question, CH3CH2, the same element 2 times coming means better to draw the structure. That will be better. CH3 means this is CH3. Okay, this is CH3. And CHO means what? C double bond OH. Whenever you are drawing the structure means the probability of making errors will be less. Okay, decreases. So hydrogen means electropositive. With the non-metal carbon, always it will lose electrons. So hydrogen will be plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. So all 3 electrons will be gained by this carbon. So this is minus 3. And once we come here, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, oxygen is highly electronegative. That will withdraw the electron. Its oxidation state is minus 2 because that will, with the two bonds are there. So minus 2. What about hydrogen? It will lose 1 electron. So the thing is that oxygen is gaining 2 electron. Hydrogen is losing 1 electron. So this should be how much? Plus 1. This should be plus 1. So the case one carbon is minus 3. Another carbon is how much? Plus 1. So answer is what? Option C. Because total should be how much? Total should be 0. This oxygen is taking 2 electron. At the same time, this hydrogen is donating 1 electron. So for this carbon, 1 is missing. So that's why plus 1. So total should be 0. Am I correct? This carbon, how? There is no withdrawing, there is no losing. Okay, no losing, no gaining. So the answer is what? Option C. Clear? Ready? We can go to the next question. This is the next question. The reaction is decomposition, but it is not redox. Whenever they are asking about redox reaction, you can simply, they are asking about redox reaction in reactant side or product side. If there any element is there means that should be a redox, no doubt at all. So let's look about first redox, then we can think about what? Decomposition. So here you can see in product side element is there, mercury and oxygen. So it is redox. What about here? This one also hydrogen, oxygen. It's a redox. And here also you can see redox. That also redox. What about this one? See, once you are looking, here it's a compound, this is a compound, this is a compound. So that's the possibility of redox reaction is very less. So that is our answer. It is what? It is what? Decomposition but not redox. Why? Because see MgCO3 that tends to MgO, that become MgO plus CO2. Here we can write the oxidation numbers. This magnesium is plus 2, oxygen is minus 2, carbon is how much? Plus 4. Plus 4. Once we are coming here, oxygen minus 2, this is plus 2, this is minus 2, this plus 4. No change. Magnesium plus 2, no change. Carbon plus 4, no change. Oxygen minus 2, no change. There is no oxidation state change means that is not a redox reaction, but it is what? Decomposition. Magnesium carbonate is decomposed to magnesium oxide and carbon dioxide. So our answer is what? C. Simple. Okay. Yeah. We can move to the next question. Question number 16. What's the question? They given one formula, one equation they given. Then they are asking in the given equation, how many electrons are involved? So this is the equation they given. You can see MnO4 minus, okay, plus 8H plus X electron, okay, X electron that gives Mn2 plus, okay, plus 4H2O. So here the thing is that manganese is balanced. Hydrogen, 8 hydrogen is there, that also balanced. Oxygen, 4 oxygen is balanced. So only the thing is that charge is not balanced. So what about the left hand side charge? Left hand side charge is here MnO4 minus means minus 1. 8H plus means plus 8. And X electron means minus X because electron charge is negative, minus X. So minus X. See, here it is, this will be 7 minus X will come. Minus 1 plus 8 means 7. 7 minus X will come in the left hand side. What about the right hand side charge? Right hand side charge is 2 plus, only 2. Here charge is 0, 2. So the thing is that if it is balanced means right hand side and left hand side are equal. That means 7 minus X should be equal to 2. X equal to how much? 5. 5 will be the answer. So 5 electrons should be participated. Clear? Simple. Direct question. We can move to the next question. What's the question here? What is the equivalent mass of IO4 minus when it is converted into I2 in acidic medium? So the thing is that IO4 minus, okay, IO4 minus, that is converting it into I2. So first of all, we must have to find out the total number of electrons participated in this reaction. First of all, we just balance that iodine. Here how many iodine? 2. Here how many iodine? 1 only. So I will multiply this one with 2. That's the first step I have to do. Next thing, I have to find out the oxidation state of this iodine. Here IO4 minus means, see, IO4 minus means oxygen is minus to this one X. So X minus 8 equal to minus 1, X equal to plus 7. You will get plus 7 here. So during this conversion, iodine once comes here, its oxidation state is 0. So once you are looking in this change, the total number of electrons participated, total number of electron participated equal to, how we can solve? Modulus of, here how many iodine? 2 iodine into its oxidation state is 0. 0 minus, here how many iodine? 2 iodine. Its oxidation state is how much? 7. So 2 into 7. So that means 0 minus 14, that means 14 I got. So for 2 molecule IO4 minus 14 electrons are participated. Therefore, number of electrons participated per molecule. Okay, for 2 molecule of IO4 minus 14 electron. For 1 molecule means 14 by 2. That means how many? 7 electrons are participated. 7 electrons are participated. Correct? And now I can tell what? Equivalent weight is equal to molar mass. Molar mass divided by number of electron participated. That means either lose or gain. Okay? Participated per molecule. Okay, number of electron participated per molecule means number of electron lost or number of electron gained per molecule. So molar mass is M, number of electron participated is 7. So M by 7 will be the answer. Option B is the correct answer. Clear guys? Ready? Okay. Yeah. Yes. See, we can go to the next question. Question number 18. Oxidation state of nickel in NiCO4. NiCO4 means, see, here you can see it's a simple question. We already learned coordination compounds also. Carbon monoxide oxidation state is 0. In all carbonyl compounds, the central metal atoms oxidation state is how much? 0 itself. Option A is the correct answer. Okay. See, next question, 19th question. Oxidation state of A, B and C. A value they given, A oxidation state is plus 2. Okay. And B oxidation state is how much? Plus 5. And C oxidation state is how much? Minus 2 they given. Now they are asking the compound is, what's the compound? We can directly apply in the option. Total oxidation state should be 0. That basic concept we know. So A2BC2. Let's check whether this compound total oxidation state is 0 or not. How many A are there? 2. So 2 into oxidation state of A is how much? Plus 2. Plus B, how many are there? 2. Into what's the oxidation state of B? B is plus 5. Plus C, what's the oxidation state of C? C is minus 2. This is plus 5. This is plus 2. 2 into minus 2. So 2 into minus 2 means minus 4. This is not equal to 0. So that compound does not exist. Okay. Next one, A2BC3. A2BC thrice. A is how much? A is plus 2, A is plus 2, B is plus 5, C is minus 2. Just multiply and find out the answer. 2 into 2 plus 3 into 5. Okay, plus 3 into minus 2. It is not equal to 0. So that molecule also does not exist because for a molecule, total oxidation state should be 0. What about the third one? A3BC4 twice. A oxidation state is how much? Plus, A is plus 2, B is plus 5, C is minus 2. Just calculate total sum of oxidation state. 3 into 2, 6. Okay, plus 2 into 5, 10. Plus 2 into 4, 8. 8 into minus 2. So that means 16 minus 16, 0. So yes, our answer is what? C. C is our answer. Simple and humble questions, correct? Ready? Yeah. We can move to the next question. The 20th question. What's the question here? Which is the best description of the behavior of bromine in the reaction given below? They given the reaction H2O plus Br2. That gives HOBr. Okay, HOBr plus HBr. Once you are looking, it's an easy direct question. H2O means oxygen is -2, this is +1. Bromine oxidation state is 0. Once they are reacting, this bromine will be +1, this is +1, this is -2. And here bromine is -1, this is +1. So what happened to bromine? Bromine 0 become +1. Oxidation. Bromine 0 become -1. Reduction. So what happened to bromine? It both oxidized as well as reduced. So what's the answer? Option D. Clear, guys? So now next we have to look about the integer type question. Are you ready? So now let's look about the integer type questions, dears. 5 questions are there. All questions were simple and humble. Correct? Yeah. See, what's the first question? Oxidation number of mercury in amalgam. Amalgam is a mixture of mercury with the metals. There mercury will be in the free state. So what's the oxidation state? 0. Simple. Answer is 0. Ready? Yeah. We can go to the next question. What's the question here? In the reaction, they given one reaction, N2 plus 3H2. Okay. That gives 2NH3. Okay. 2NH3. Now they are asking, if E1, E2 are equivalent masses of NH3 and N2 respectively, then E1 minus E2. So first we can find out the equivalent mass of ammonia. How I will calculate? First of all, I want to calculate the oxidation state of nitrogen. How much it is? 0. And here nitrogen, how much it is? -3. -3, that I know. Now, how I will find out the equivalent weight of ammonia? First of all, I just want to calculate what? It's now total number of electrons participated. Total number of electrons participated. See, total number of electron participated. Okay, about ammonia we are looking. Okay, about ammonia we are looking. Total number of electron participated. So in that case, see, modulus of ammonia. Here you can see 2 into 0, 2. 2 into 0, 0. I'm sorry, 2 into 0, 0. Minus 2 into -3. That means -6. -6. Okay, so what's the answer? So modulus of 6. So 6 is coming. So the total number of electron participated is 6. Ready? So what is our question here? For 2 molecule ammonia, 6 electrons are participated. Therefore, number of electron participated per molecule equal to how much? 6 divided by 2 will come. That means 6 divided by 2, that means 3 will come. 3. Ready? Then what's the equivalent weight of ammonia? What's the equivalent weight of ammonia? Equivalent weight of ammonia equal to molar mass of ammonia divided by total number of electron participated per molecule, that is 3. That means 17 divided by 3. Molar mass of ammonia is 17. 17 divided by 3. This is what is E1. The same thing we have to find out. The equivalent weight of nitrogen we have to find out. In the case of nitrogen means we have to consider from nitrogen become ammonia. That alone I have to consider. Nitrogen become ammonia. This one I have to consider. So the thing is that nitrogen oxidation state is 0. Here ammonia nitrogen oxidation state is -3. Here number of electron participated is how much? Participated is equal to modulus of 2 into -3. Okay, minus of 2 into 0. That means modulus of -6, that is 6. What about the number of electron per molecule? We are looking about nitrogen. Only one molecule is there. So number of electron per molecule equal to 6 by 1, 6 itself. Why here it is we divide with 2? Because here in the case of ammonia, 2 ammonia was there. Okay, so that's why we divide with 2. Here only 1 nitrogen is there. So that stoichiometric coefficient is how important. Then what's the equivalent mass? Equivalent mass of nitrogen is equal to molar mass of nitrogen divided by N factor. N factor means 6. So molar mass is 28 by 6. So that is actually E2. So we got E1 equal to 17 by 3, E2 equal to 28 by 6. So they are asking us to find out E1 minus E2. E1 minus E2 means 17 by 3 minus 28 divided by 6. This 17 by 3, I can multiply this one as what? I can multiply this one as what? 34 by 6. I can write like that. 17 by 3 is nothing. That's equal to 34 by 6. Correct? Both are same. 34 by 6, 17 by 3, both are same. 34 by 6 divided by 28 by 6. So 34 minus 28 divided by 6. That means 6 by 6. Answer is 1. Our integer answer is how much? 1. That's it. Ready? Yeah. So next question. What about the next question? Total number of right angles in PCL5 is. So the idea is very simple. See, this is PCL5. PCL, CL, CL. Okay, they are in what? They are in a plane. They are having what's the bond angle? 120 degree. They are asking about right angles means 90 degree angles. So here you can see in PCL5 one chlorine is projecting out. That one chlorine projecting out can form. That means that axial one. Okay, that axial one can make a right angle with this equatorial. This equatorial. So one axial can form how many right angles? 3. So two axial can form how many right angles? 6. So what's our answer? 6 is our answer. Clear, guys? Simple. Okay, yeah. We can move to the next question. Is the simplest question. Only simply directly you can calculate. The question is sum of total number of pi bonds and sigma bonds in the following structure. What's the number of pi bonds? You just count the double bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pi bonds are there. What about sigma bonds? How many sigma bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. So what's the total? 24 is our answer. 24. Okay, so our integer answer is 24. Okay, easy. Yeah. Next, the last integer type question that related to dipole moment. The dipole moment of HBr is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 30 coulomb meter. That's not centimeter, coulomb meter. Okay. And interatomic spacing is 1 angstrom. The percentage ionic character of HBr. What's the formula for percentage ionic character? In the recap video, we clearly explain about that. Percentage ionic character is equal to observed dipole moment divided by calculated dipole moment by considering the bond is 100% ionic. Okay, calculated dipole moment by considering 100% ionic. 100% ionic into 100. So observed dipole moment they given how much? 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 30 divided by calculated dipole moment. How we will calculate? Q into D, modulus of charge into interatomic distance between them into 100. Correct? Now what's the value of Q? Q means HBr means, see, HBr means this HBr means this hydrogen will lose. So this will be delta plus delta negative. Only one electron only will be there. Consider 100% means this will be getting minus, this will be getting plus. So only minus 1 means 1 electron they will get. 1 electron means what's the charge? Q equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. That modulus value we need, okay, coulomb. So what about our equation? That is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 30 divided by Q into D into 100. I am writing that one here. You can see that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 30 divided by charge how much? 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. What about distance between them? That they given interatomic spacing. Interatomic spacing 1 angstrom. 1 angstrom means what's the distance? 10 raised to minus 10 meter into 100 will come. Into 100. This one will get cancelled. 10 raised to minus 30 divided by 10 raised to minus 29 into 100. That means 10 raised to minus 1 into 100 will come. That means 10%. Your answer is what? 10 will be your answer. That's all about the 25 question. I hope you did well. Okay. If you are not doing well means you just go through the questions. You just go through the video one more time. Okay. You have to, wherever you are missing, wherever you are lacking, that area you you do maximum problems rather than reading the theories. Okay, guys? So we will meet in the next video, next part test 7 video. Just stay tuned. Thank you so much.
Hi my dear students, welcome back to our amazing YouTube channel of Brilliant Qatar. In this lecture, we will be going with the detailed analysis of part test 6 question paper. Let's start with question number 1. So coming to this question, if the extremities of the base of an isosceles triangle, that means ends of the base of an isosceles triangle are the points 2a, 0 and 0, a, and the equation of one of the sides is x is equals to 2a, then the area of the triangle is, friends, we do one thing. Let's try to plot these points on coordinate plane. Let's draw xy plane. Let's draw xy plane. X-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis. Now they said the extremities of the base of an isosceles triangle are the points 2a, 0 and a, 0. So let's say 2a, 0 is a point somewhere here. A, 0 is a point somewhere here. 0, a on y-axis. Okay. Now, so for sure this is going to be one end of one side. Okay, fine, we got one side. Next, and the equation of one of the sides is x is equals to 2a. We know x is equals to 2a is a vertical line. So for sure it will be passing through this point. Now this is one side they have given. So for sure third vertex will be on this side at some point. We are not sure about this particular point. Let's join these two. Now let's say this is capital A, some B and C. So given ABC is an isosceles triangle. ABC is an isosceles triangle. Fine. Now what about the third vertex, ma? For sure its x coordinate will be 2a and we are not sure about y coordinate. Okay. So y coordinate, let's take it as some k. Let 2a, k be the coordinates of capital A. Now what they said, if this is the base, friends, if this is the base, then that means this side is equals to this side. They said BC is the base of an isosceles triangle. So for sure AC will be equals to AB. So AC is equals to AB, squaring on both sides, AC square is equals to AB square. AC square is nothing but now 2a minus 0, 4a square plus a minus k whole square is equals to 2a minus 2a, which will be equals to k square only. So distance from a to b is directly k. So from here 4a square plus a square plus k square minus 2ak is equals to k square. K square gets cancelled. 4a square plus a square is 5a square. 5a square is equals to 2ak. A gets cancelled. So for sure k is equals to 5a divided by 2. 5a by 2. K is equals to 5a by 2. So that means this vertex will be now 2a, 5a by 2. Okay. So we got the vertex now. Now what we need? We need the area of the triangle. So when we know 3 vertices, friends, what will be the area of the triangle? Area of the triangle having vertices x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3, x3 y3 is delta is equals to half into modulus of x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. Now put, we have x1 y1, we have x2 y2 and x3 y3, substitute them and simplify it. So 2a 5a by 2, 2a 5a by 2, 1. Next 0a1, 0a1. Next 2a 0 1, 2a 0 1. So friends, if we expand this determinant, area of the triangle we get it as 5a square by 2 square units. Clear? The most important thing here is identifying the value of k. That's it. Next question. The equation to the sides of the triangle. They have given 3 sides of the triangle. So they are x minus 3y is equals to 0, 4x plus 3y is equals to 5, and 3x plus y is equals to 0. So let this be like equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. There are 3 sides of triangle. Now, if you observe one thing, friends, this side and this side, these two are perpendicular, because what is the slope of this line? Slope of this line is 1 by 3, whereas slope of this line is minus 1 by 3, minus 3. So product of these two values, that is 1 by 3 into minus 3 is equals to minus 1. Therefore, these two sides are perpendicular. If two sides are perpendicular, the triangle is right angled triangle. The triangle is right angled triangle. Now, if it is right angled triangle, friends, if it is right angled triangle, this particular vertex itself is orthocenter. The right angled vertex is orthocenter, because point of intersection of altitudes is orthocenter. Now, if I take these two sides as one as x minus 3y 0 and the other is 3x plus y 0. So what is the point of intersection of these two? Clearly it is origin, 0 comma 0. So for this triangle with sides, these three as sides, 0 comma 0 will be the orthocenter. Now what they have given, this line 3x minus 4y is equals to 0 passes through what? The incenter or centroid or circumcenter or orthocenter. Clearly 3x minus 4y passes through origin. So that means it is passing through origin. So, but what is origin here? In this case, origin is orthocenter. Hence, the answer is orthocenter of the triangle, option D. Clear? Next question. A point moves so that square of its distance from the point 3 comma minus 2, there is one point 3 comma minus 2. Square of its distance, let's say, let's take some variable point. Let P of h comma k be any variable point. Be the variable point. The square of its distance from this point, that is, let's say this has some point A. So AP square is equals to, numerically equals to the distance from the line, distance from this particular line. So what is the distance from point P to this line, boss? Distance formula, mod of AX1, that is 5h minus 12k minus 13 divided by, this is modulus, divided by square root of 5 square plus 12 square. So finally AP square is nothing but now, clearly AP square is h minus 3 whole square plus k plus 2 whole square is equals to 5h minus 12k minus 13 mod of this divided by root 5 square plus 12 square is root 169, which is 13. So finally now to get locus, what to do? So we replace x comma y in place of h comma k. So the locus of P is, locus of P of h comma k is, finally friends, 13 times x minus 3 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square is equals to 5x minus 12y minus 13. So this will be the locus of the required point. So if we simplify this, we will be getting 13x square. See, 13 into x square. This is the only option that we have, 13x square. 13x square. When you expand this, you will be getting x square. 13 into x square, 13x square plus 13y square. This is the only option which has 13x square and 13y square. Hence, option A is the required answer. Clear? Next question, friends. Let alpha be the distance between the lines. Friends, if you observe, these two are parallel lines. Let me try to rearrange this, friends. So when you multiply with negative, it becomes x minus y. X minus y is equals to minus 2. So I get minus 2 to this side. X minus y plus 2 is equals to 0. And x minus y minus 2 is equals to 0. What they have given? Alpha is the distance between these two lines. So now let's find alpha. What is alpha? Distance between parallel lines. Mod C1 minus C2 divided by root over a square plus b square. Mod C1 minus C2. 2 minus of minus 2, that is 4 divided by root over 1 plus 1. 4 by root 2, which is 2 root 2. Alpha we got 2 root 2. Now what they have given? Next, let's try to rearrange again these two lines. These two are also parallel lines, friends. Let's try to rearrange. First, let's multiply with the 2. So second equations. 4x, 2 4s are 8x minus 6y, 2 5s 10. So minus 10 is equals to 0, one line, and multiply with the negative, so that you get 8x minus 6y plus 1 is equals to 0. So these two are two parallel lines. They said beta is the distance between these two lines. These two lines. So what is beta now? Beta is equals to, same story, mod C1 minus C2, 1 minus of minus 10, that is 11 divided by root over a square plus b square, root over 8 square plus 6 square, which is 10, friends. So beta is 11 by 10, alpha is 2 root 2. So what is alpha by beta now? Alpha by beta is equals to, alpha is 2 root 2 divided by 11 into 10. So finally 11 alpha is equals to 2 10 ja 20 root 2 times b. 11 alpha is equals to 20 root 2 times b, which is option A. Clear? Next question. Choose the correct statement which describe the position of the point. Position of a point with respect to two lines, friends. So what are the two lines that they have given? 2x plus 3y minus 4 is equals to 0, and 6x plus 9y plus 8 is equals to 0. Clearly these two are parallel lines. Okay. Now let's substitute the point minus 6 comma 2 in each of the lines. So let's say this, when you substitute this value, let's say this is some L1. L1 2 into minus 6 minus 12, 3 2s are plus 6 minus 4. So clearly it is minus 12 minus 4 minus 16, minus 16 plus 6 is minus 10. So L1 is less than 0. Okay. Next, L2 value, 6 6 are minus 36, 9 2s are 18 plus 8. So minus 36 plus 18 is minus 18 plus 8, which is again minus 10, also less than 0. So friends, now they are like these two parallel lines, friends. Parallel lines means like this they will be. Okay. So less than 0 means for sure this point will be either lies below the lines or above the lines. Below the lines or above the lines. Now how do we say whether below the lines or above the lines? Less than 0, it lies towards origin side. Towards origin side. So that means less than 0. So these point relative to the position of these two straight lines will be lying below both the lines, friends. Below both the lines. Next, the equation to the circle with center 2 comma 1, center given and touching the line. If a circle touches a line, then the perpendicular distance from center to this line will be the radius. Radius is nothing but the perpendicular distance from center to that line. So R is equals to, now mod of, substitute, find CP, perpendicular distance from center to that line. 3 2s are 6, mod of 6 plus 4y plus 4 minus 5 divided by root over 3 square plus 4 square. 6 plus 4 10, 10 minus 5 5, 5 by 5, which is 1. So radius 1, center 2 comma 1. That means equation of the circle will be, required equation of circle is x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square is equals to r square. R square is 1. So that implies x square plus y square Here you get minus 4x. Here you get minus 2y plus 4 plus 1 minus 1. That is plus 4 is equals to 0. X square plus y square minus 4x minus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0. Option C. Next question. The center of the circle x is equals to 2 plus 3 cos theta, y is equals to. Fine. So it is in parametric form now. X minus 2 is equals to 3 cos theta. So x minus 2 by 3 is equals to cos theta. In the same way, y plus 1 by 3 is equals to sin theta. We know clearly cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to 1. So from that, x minus 2 whole square by 9 plus y plus 1 whole square by 9 is equals to 1. Clearly, x minus 2 whole square plus y plus 1 whole square is equals to 9. This is clearly of the form x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equals to r square. Center is h comma k. Here h is 2 comma k is minus 1. So 2 comma minus 1 is the center of this circle given by x is equals to 2 plus 3 cos theta and y is equals to 3 sin theta minus 1. Next, the common chord of the circle. Friends, if s equals to 0 and s dash is equals to 0 are any two circles which intersects like this, then common chord is nothing but this one, the chord passing through the points of intersection. So we get AB, the common chord will be, equation of the common chord is, equation of common chord is s minus s dash is equals to 0. So just s minus s dash is equals to 0. That means first circle is, if you subtract second circle from first circle, you get 6x minus 4x is 2x, 2y plus 2y, 3 minus 1 plus 2 is equals to 0. So x plus y plus 1 is equals to 0 is the equation of the common chord, which is option A. Clear? If the middle point of a chord of the circle, there is one circle, friends. They have given middle point of the chord. Let's draw one chord. Center of this circle is x square plus y square 2gx. So g is 1 by 2 minus g comma minus f will be the center, no? So center will be 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 because center is minus g comma minus f. This is center. They have given middle point of the chord is 1 comma 1. First let's find this one. You know, perpendicular drawn from center to the chord always bisects the chord. So this CP will be perpendicular for sure. Okay. Now what is CP distance? CP will be 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2 whole square plus 1 minus 1 by 2 whole square. Clear? 1 plus 1 by 2, 3 by, so this is 9 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 10 by 4 root 5 by 2. CP is equals to root 5 by 2. Let's find the radius of the circle. Radius of the circle R. Radius of the circle is R is root over G square plus F square minus C. G square 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus C, that is minus of minus 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 by 2, which is root 3 by 2. Clearly if you see this, friends, actually in this triangle CPA, let's say CPA is right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, this CA, that is R, should be, radius is the hypotenuse. For sure in any right angle triangle, hypotenuse should be the largest. But if you observe one thing, here CP is found to be greater than R. CP is found to be greater than R. That means there exists no chord in the circle with having center 1 comma 1. There exists no chord in this circle having center 1 comma 1. Okay, why? Because this CP should always be less than R, no? CP should always be less than R. Here CP is greater than R. As CP greater than R, no chord exists. No chord exists. Now what is asking? Then the length of the chord. If there is no chord, so none of these will be the answer. Clear? Two circles are cutting orthogonally. So guys, two circles. Suppose x square plus y square plus 2gx 2fy plus c is equals to 0. X square plus y square plus 2g1x 2f1y plus c1 is equals to 0 are any two circles. If these two circles are cutting orthogonally, then the condition is 2gg1 plus 2ff1 is equals to c plus c1. If two circles are cutting orthogonally, 2gg dash or 2gg1 plus 2ff1 is equals to c plus c dash. So chalo, what is 2gg dash? 2g here is p into g is 5 by 2 plus 2f is 3 here into p by 2 is equals to 7 minus 5. So 5p by 2 plus 3p by 2, 8p by 2, which is 4p is equals to 2, p is equals to 1 by 2. Option A. Next question. The point of contact of the given circles. Point of contact of the given circles. Point of contact of the given circles. First, point of contact means this is one circle and this is another circle. So this is point of contact. Okay. Now from point of contact, there will be one common tangent will be passing through. There will be one common tangent passing through. So common, how do we get the equation of common contact? Common chord or common tangent will be s minus s dash is equals to 0. Just now we did one question, friends. So subtract this from this or that from this anyhow. X square minus x square cancel, y square minus y square cancel, 0 minus 6x, that is 6x plus 6y. This is minus 2 minus 10, minus 12 is equals to 0. So from here we get x plus y minus 6, x plus y minus 2 is equals to 0 is the equation of the common chord or common contact, common tangent or common chord, anything is fine. Now, so for sure the point of contact of the given circles will be passing through this tangent or common chord. Now substitute 0 0, no, 1 1, yes. So only 1 comma 1 is satisfying. Hence x plus y minus 2 is equals to 0 passes through 1 comma 1. 1 comma 1 will be the point of contact. If there exists one or more, like more than one, in that case what we do, that point should also satisfy the two circles as well as this common chord. Hence there will be only one point in such way. Okay. Next, the length intercepted by the curve y square is equals to 4x. Y square is equals to 4x is a parabola, friends, on the line satisfying dy by dx. So there is one line with the dy by dx means slope of the line given and passing through a point 0 comma 1. Slope given, passing through a point 0 comma 1. Now first let's find the equation of the line. Y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus 0. So clearly y is equals to x plus 1. Okay, y is equals to x plus 1 is that line. Now let's solve the points. Okay, solving line and parabola. When you solve it, y is equals to x plus 1. Let's put x plus 1 is here. X plus 1 whole square is equals to 4x. X square plus 2x plus 1 is equals to 4x. So 2x minus, that is x square minus 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. X minus 1 whole square equals to 0. X equals to 1. If x is 1, y will be 2. So we got only one point of contact, friends. The point of contact is 1 comma 2. So if you are solving line and parabola, if you are getting only one point, that means This line will touch the given parabola, will intersect the parabola at only one point. That means this is going to be the tangent now. This is the parabola. Now this line, as it is touching the parabola at only one point, so this is tangent. This is 1, 2, and this is the point of contact. So this will be the tangent now. Now they are asking length intercepted by the curve. If this is touching at only one point, what is the length intercepted by the curve? Only 0. Only 0. If it is chord, no. If it is some like secant type, if it is some secant, then what we could have done? We could have solved it. We could have got 2 points. Length intercepted means distance from A to B. Length of the line segment AB is our answer. As it is tangent, it touches the curve or it intersects the curve at only one point. So length intercepted by a tangent and a parabola will be 0. Next, the equation of a straight line drawn through the focus of the parabola. First, for the parabola y square is equals to minus 4x. What is focus? Focus is minus a comma 0. Here what is a? A is plus 1. So focus is minus 1 comma 0. Clear? And at an angle 120 degree to the x-axis. That means inclination they have given. Inclination is theta is equals to 120. So what is slope? Tan 120. Tan of 90 plus 30 minus cot 30. So slope is minus root 3. Slope known, point known. So by slope point form, y minus y1 is equals to m of x minus x1. So y plus root 3 times x plus 1 is equals to 0 is the required straight line. Y plus root 3 times x plus 1 is equals to 0. So the answer is option D. Next question, friends. The area of triangle formed inside the parabola y square is equals to 4x, whose ordinates are, I told you many times, friends. For a parabola y square is equals to 4ax, the area of the triangle formed by vertices having ordinates y1, y2, y3 is 1 by 88 times delta is equals to 1 by 88 times mod of y1 minus y2, y2 minus y3 into y3 minus y1. So the required area is now required area (1 by 8). A is 1. When you compare with standard form, y square is equals to 4ax, a is 1 into mod of y1 minus y2, 1 minus 2 minus 1, y2 minus y3 minus 2, y3 minus y1, 4 minus 1. So we get 3 2s are 6, 6 by 8 square units. That is clearly 6 by 8 is nothing but 3 by 4 square units. Answer is option C. 1 by 8 into 1 minus 2, 2 minus 4, 1 minus 4. So 3 2 6, 6 by 8 is 3 by 4 square units. Option D. 3 by 4, which is option D. Next question. The equation of an ellipse whose focus given, directrix given. So general form of the ellipse, friends. We all know the locus of a point which moves in the plane such that the ratio of its distances from a fixed point to a fixed line. Fixed point is focus, fixed line is directrix, and this is focus. So if there is a point P, such that PS by PM is equals to constant and this constant is less than 1, then locus of P is ellipse. So clearly PS is equals to E times PM. If E less than 1, they have given eccentricity less than 1. So that is nothing but ellipse only. Now PS, let the variable point. First we will take, let P of H comma K be variable point. So for PS square is equals to E square into PM square if we squaring on both sides. PS square is nothing but distance from P to, this is the focus, yes. h plus 1 whole square plus k minus 1 whole square e square, that is 1 by 4 into pm square. Perpendicular distance from point P to line. Line is h minus k plus 3 divided by root 1 plus 1, root 2 whole square. So clearly 4 into root 2 whole square is 8, 4 to the 8. So 8 times h plus 1 whole square plus k minus 1 whole square is equals to h minus k plus 3 whole square. Now, so if we simplify this, then we get the locus of p of h comma k will be, that means when do we get locus? When we replace h comma k with x comma y. So we get, and simplifying this, then we get 7x square. See, 8h square minus 1h square is 7x square plus 2xy plus 7y square. 7x square plus 2xy plus 7y square plus 10x minus 10y plus 7 is equals to 0 is the required equation of the ellipse. Is the required equation of the ellipse, which is option A. Next question. The foci of the ellipse. They have given a standard equation of ellipse. For that, first divide with 225 both sides. So you get x plus 1 whole square divided by what? X plus 1 whole square, 25 nines plus y plus 2 whole square divided by 25 is equals to 1. Clearly. Now first, what is eccentricity? Eccentricity is equals to under root 1 plus small square by big square, 1 minus 9 by 25, that is clearly 25 minus 9, 16 by 25, 4 by 5. Eccentricity is 4 by 5. Okay. Now, for a standard ellipse, x square by a square plus y square by b square. Clearly, if you observe here, a is less than b, friends. A is less than b, it is vertical ellipse. It is vertical ellipse. So for vertical ellipse, what is focus? Foci are 0 comma be and 0 comma minus be. Okay, 0 comma be and 0 comma minus be. So that means if you compare this with this, here we have x is equals to 0, y is equals to be, and x is equals to 0, y is equals to minus be are the two foci, correct? So but in place of capital X, here we have x plus 1. So x plus 1 is equals to 0 and y plus 2 is equals to be. B is 5 into eccentricity 4 by 5. So x is equals to minus 1, 5 gets cancelled, y is equals to 4 minus 2, y is equals to plus 2. This is one focus, minus 1 comma 2 will be one focus. Another focus is same, x plus 1 0 and y plus 2 is equals to minus b, minus 5 into 4 by 5. So x is equals to minus 1, y is equals to minus 4 minus 2 minus 6. Therefore the second foci is minus 1 comma minus 6. Minus 1 comma 2 and minus 1 comma minus 6 are the foci of this particular ellipse. Answer is option A. Next question. The eccentricity of the ellipse is, first let's try to express it in standard form. 9x square plus, let's try to complete it. 5 common, y square minus 6y. See friends, minus 6y we can write it as minus 2 into y into 3. So add, how much we added in the left hand side? Now 45 we have added in the left hand side. Add 45 in the right hand side also, because see 5 9s are 45. Now clearly this will be now 9x square plus 5 into y minus 3 whole square is equals to 45. Divide by 45, x square by 5 plus y minus 3 whole square by 9 is equals to 1. Now eccentricity is nothing but under root 1 minus 5 by 9, 9 minus 5, root 4 by 9 2 by 3. Option B. Next question. The point 4 comma minus 3 with respect to the ellipse lies on the curve or inside or outside or focus. Let's see. We know, like, first represent it as S. So let x equals to 0 represents the curve 4x square plus 5y square minus 1 is equals to 0. Now we have a point 4 comma minus 3. Find S11, friends. S11 means substituting the point in the given equation. 4 square is 16 plus 5 into 9 minus 1. 16 4 64 plus 45 minus 1. Clearly it is greater than 0. So friends, if S11 greater than 0, the point lies outside the ellipse. The point lies outside the ellipse. Clear? Next question. Center of the hyperbola. I already told you how to find the center. Center, the best thing we can use partial differentiation. So if s equals to 0 is the equation of the curve, then what to do? We'll partially differentiate with respect to x. We equate it to 0. Dou s by dou y, we partially differentiate the given s with respect to y and equate it to 0. We'll be getting two linear equations. By solving them, you'll be getting the center of any curve. So dou s by dou x is equals to 0 means when you partially differentiate this with respect to x, what you get? For 9x square it is 18x plus 18 is equals to 0. That's it. That means x is equals to minus 1. Directly we got. Next, when you partially differentiate with respect to y, minus 32y plus 32 is equals to 0. Y is equals to plus 1. So finally, minus 1 comma 1 will be the center of this hyperbola. Not only hyperbola, friends, for any curve we can get this. Dou s by dou x is equals to 0, dou s by dou y is equals to 0. Next, the equation of the hyperbola whose foci are, they have given two focus, 6 comma 4 and 6 comma minus 4 comma plus 4. Clearly it is transverse hyperbola because axis is parallel to x-axis. Okay, so that one thing we have understood, that it is transverse hyperbola. It is transverse hyperbola. Why? Because axis is parallel to x-axis. Sir, how do you know that it is parallel to x-axis? Because see, focus, y coordinate same, so it is parallel to x-axis. Now, eccentricity they have given two. First thing is, we know how, if foci are given, how do we find the center? Center is the midpoint of the focus, correct? So center is the midpoint of the focus. 6 minus 4, 2 by 2, 1 comma 4 will be the center. Acha. So h comma k we known. Now equation of the hyperbola will be like this: x minus h whole square by a square minus y minus k whole square by b square is equals to 1. So to know the center, h comma k we known. A and b are mandatory. Now what is the distance between two focus? Distance between focus will always be, because one is AE comma 0, AE minus AE comma 0. That means distance between foci is always 2AE. Okay. So what is the distance between two foci here? Distance between foci is 6 plus 4, only 10 ma. So 2AE is equals to 10. 2 ones are 2 5s are. A is equals to 5 by 2 because eccentricity is 2, no? A is 5 by 2. Once A known, we can get B because B square is equals to A square into E square minus 1. So from here, B square is equals to 25 by 4 times 4 minus 1, which is 3. So B square is equals to 75 by 4. So A we known, B we known, then h comma k also known. So the required equation of ellipse will be now, ellipse will be x minus h, that is x minus 1 whole square by 25 by 4 a square, no, minus y minus k, k is y minus 4 whole square by 75 divided by 4 is equals to 1. So if we simplify this, then we'll be getting the answer option A. 12x square minus 4y square minus 24x plus 32y minus 127. We can just simplify it in easiest way. How? We have x minus 1 whole square by 25 by 4, no? So that becomes 4 times x minus 1 whole square divided by 25 minus 4 times y minus 4 whole square divided by 75 is equals to plus 1. LCM 4 3s are, so 12 times x minus 1 whole square minus 4 times y minus 1 whole square is equals to 75. See, 12x square and 4y square. 12x square minus 4y square. We have 2. In that way, if we simplify it, we get option A as the, just simplifying one more step, we will be getting the option A. Next. Now we will go with numericals, friends. The first question from numericals is from limits. Now limit x tends to 0, we have 27 power x minus 9 power x minus 3 power x plus 1 divided by root 5 minus root over 4 plus cos x. So if you put x 0, no, you are getting 0 by 0 form. So clearly you can't proceed with that. For that, what to do? Let's rationalize the denominator, ma. First rationalize the denominator. Root 5 plus root over 4 plus cos x divided by root 5 plus root over 4 plus cos x. So limit x tends to 0, 27 power x minus 9 power x minus 3 power x plus 1 divided by a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. That will be 5 minus 4. So 1 minus cos x. 1 minus cos x. Clear? Into root 5 plus root over 4 plus cos x. We do one thing. Let's multiply and divide with x square. And you know 1 minus cos x by x square is 1 by 2. Okay? So that becomes limit x tends to 0. 1 by 1 by 2 is 2, friends. So I am taking 2 to the numerator. And you can also substitute 0 in this also, because this is not going to disturb our limit value. So root 5 plus root 4 plus cos 0 is 1. Root 5 plus root 5 is 2 root 5. 2 root 5 into root 5 is 2 root 5 into 2 is 4 root 5. So this is 4 root 5 into, now we have 27 power x minus 9 power x minus 3 power x plus 1 divided by x square we have, friends. Okay? Just limit x tends to 0, 4 root 5, we can take 9 power x common from these two. So 9 power x, if we take common, we get 3 power x minus 1 minus 3 power, if we take minus common from these two, minus of 3 power x minus 1 divided by x square. That becomes limit x tends to 0, 4 root 5 into, see friends, 9, if you take 3 power x minus 1 common now, so you get 9 power x minus 1 into 3 power x minus 1 divided by x square, no? Let's try to split that by x into by x. Now we know the standard formula in limits we have, that is limit x tends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x is log a. Limit x tends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x is log a to the base e. So from that we get 4 root 5 into log a, that is log 9 into log 3. Log 9 we can write it as 3 square. So 2 log 3 it is. That means 2 4 is 8 root 5 times log 3 into log 3, which is log 3 whole square. Now if we compare this with this, so the value of k is 8. Answer is 8. Next question. The value of limit x tends to 0. So clearly, friend, this is when you take x tends to infinity, the value is 1 raised to infinity, 1 power infinity form. So for 1 power infinity form, what to do? For 1 power infinity form, limit x tends to some 0, f of x power g of x if it is approaching 1 power infinity, so this limit is equals to e power limit extends to same value, anything limit extends to some, if it is a, limit extends to the same extends to a, f of x minus 1 into g of x, f of x minus 1 into g of x. So that will be now e power limit extends to infinity, f of x minus 1, so 3x minus 4 by 3x plus 2 minus 1 into g of x, x plus 1 by 3, e power limit extends to infinity, 3x minus 3x cancel, minus 4 minus 2 is minus 8 divided by 3x plus 2 into x plus 1 by 3. Clear ma? Minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. 3 ones are 3 twos are. So from there we get e power limit extends to infinity minus 2 into x plus 1 by 3x plus 2. X plus 1 when extends to infinity, x plus 1 by 3x plus 2 is approaching infinity by infinity. In that case we can do LH rule. So if we do LH rule, 1 by 3 you get. So clearly this will be equals to e power minus 2 by 3. The answer is e power minus 2 by 3. But they said it is e power minus p by 3. So the value of p is 2. Answer is 2. Next, if the function f of x is equals to k cos x is continuous at x equals to pi by 2. Continuous means limiting value should be equals to function value. So limit extends to pi by 2, k cos x divided by pi minus 2x should be equals to f of pi by 2. What is f of pi by 2? 3. So when you put pi by 2 here, k cos pi by 2 is 0 by 0 in 0 by 0 indeterminate form. So you can do LH rule. Now limit extends to pi by 2, k into, for cos x it is minus sin x divided by, for minus 2x it is minus 2 is equals to 3. Now put k equals to pi by 2, k into sin pi by 2 is 1 by 2 is equals to 3. So finally k is equals to 6. Answer is k is equals to 6 friends. Clear? Next, if the function f of x is equals to, same story again, if it is continuous then limit extends to 1, limiting value should be equals to function value, that is f of 1. So limit extends to 1, x square minus 1 can be written as x minus 1 into x plus 1 by x minus 1. F of 1 they have given it as k. X minus 1 gets cancelled. Limit extends to 1, x plus 1 should be equals to k. So k is equals to, put x equals to 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Answer is 2. Next question, the last question. Is continuous at x equals to 0. Same story again. So limit extends to 0. LHL should be equals to RHL should be equals to function value. So if it is continuous, LHL will be equals to anyhow RHL. So we'll take only LHL. 1 minus cos 4x by x square is equals to a. Already we know standard formula friends. Limit extends to 0. 1 minus cos ax by x square is a square by 2. Or if you don't know this, you can use LH rule also. So this is 4 square divided by 2 is equals to a. So clearly a is equals to 4 square 16 by 2, which is 8. A will be 8 friends. We can use RHL also. Anything is fine. If you use RHL, you have to rationalize it. That's it. Okay. So friends, with that we are done with all the detailed analysis of all 25 questions. Okay. All the very best for your preparation. See you in the next session. Till then, take care everyone. All the best.